I don't want peace. I want problems always.
The problem we are having are the leaders. Even me as somebody, I'm saying it publicly that if they can just do mass burial for all our leaders and let we the youth start ruling, you will see that everything will go the way it should go. Our leaders are our problem. I'm telling you, they can come and arrest me. If they should kill me, 1,000 people like me will still stand in this country. So we are having are the leaders. Even me as somebody, I'm saying it publicly that if they can just do mass burial for all our leaders and let we the youth start ruling, you will see that everything will go the way it should go. Our leaders are our problem. I'm telling you, they can come and arrest me. If they should kill me, 1,000 people like me will still stand in this country.
We were happy that we found oil, but the borrowing of this government, the reckless borrowing of this government, has compromised the whole oil discovery. 6 times, you need 6 times of our oil revenue just to pay interest, not even capital. It's interest on the debt. So it is a really sad development. I mean, what fundamental issues that affect this economy have been addressed in this budget? You should ask yourself, what fundamental issues? If we had spent, the monies borrowed, and that money borrowed is the equivalent of some $37 billion over 7 years. Now, can you imagine what $37 billion can do in an economy? $37 billion. I mean, it's amazing transformation that you can see.
The investment the government is talking about. We are going to add about 800 megawatts of power.
But we are talking about a record. You can always talk. We are going to do this. The question is, what have you done? You've had 7 years in government. What have you done? I mean, your record should speak for itself. You shouldn't be waiting for the 8th year. The IMF, they can point to even a lot. Oh, yes.
They will point to the Rich Hospital. They will point to
when the Kufuor administration was there, with such meager resources, so much can be pointed to as well. Infrastructure, as John Mahama says, if you point to infrastructure, you are engaging in an exercise of mediocrity. But the IMF managing director put the nail on the head when they said that the borrowing done by this government has been used for consumption. It's not me saying it. It's been used for consumption and not for investment. This is the IMF's assessment. And if you look at the data that supports what she's saying, the infrastructure to GDP ratio has come down from 9.1% when the President Kufuor was in office to 4.8% today. Infrastructure. You've borrowed so much, but you are reducing your investment in infrastructure. So they can try to hoodwink us with pictures of development all over the place. But the reality is that they should have been doing twice as much. They've had 10 times as much resources as the MPP government had, 10 times as much in nominal terms.
So what
of
is the
resources.
MPP alternative? I mean,
the MPP alternative is going to be, it's a very major alternative that is going to be unveiled on Thursday when we address
but
you.
Can speak to that
I don't want to, of course I can, but I want to leave that to breathe. But we are going to build a new economy, a different economy. And you will be hearing a little bit more, because you cannot just criticize without providing alternatives. And we are going to, and we have anyway.
You can tell us something as to what exactly.
I'm telling you, it's an exciting. I will tell you what it is not. It is. All of these are hurting. They are hurting the economy. These taxes are hurting, and therefore you are not going to get the growth. And when you don't get the growth, you will not get the revenue. And when you don't get the revenue, you go back to increasing taxes to get the revenue. And then you are in a cyclical downward spiral. And so they have it wrong. And we will change that particular policy. We will use the tax incentives to grow this economy. And we don't have to borrow money from anywhere. Just toll the various sections of the road and we'll raise the money to do the roads in Ghana. We don't have to borrow money from anywhere. Just toll the various sections of the road and we'll raise the money to do the roads in Ghana. We don't have to borrow money from anywhere. Just toll the various sections of the road and we'll raise the money to do the roads in Ghana.
The best thing they have to do is to read the budget to their children and their house boys and their dogs at home, because there's nothing positive about the budget. The more they read the budget, the more depressed we become. That was this nonsense, man. Let them read it to their house boys and their house girls and their dogs and their cows and goats at home. We are not ready for any budget, man. Every budget they want to read is a bomb book clock. Tell them the best thing they have to do is to read the budget to their children and their house boys and their dogs at home, because there's nothing positive about the budget. The more they read the budget, the more depressed we become. That was this nonsense, man. Let them read it to their house boys and their house girls and their dogs and their cows and goats at home. We are not ready for any budget, man. Every budget they want to read is a bomb book clock. Tell them.
We don't have to borrow money from anywhere. Just toll the various sections of the road and we'll raise the money to do the roads in Ghana. We don't have to borrow money from anywhere. Just toll the various sections of the road and we'll raise the money to do the roads in Ghana.
The best thing they have to do is to read the budget to their children and their house boys and their dogs at home, because there's nothing positive about the budget. The more they read the budget, the more depressed we become. That was this nonsense, man. Let them read it to their house boys and their house girls and their dogs and their cows and goats at home. We are not ready for any budget, man. Every budget they want to read is a bomb book clock. Tell them.
They take my action to be tomfoolery. But me, by then tough, they will cut on me any necessary resistance anytime. Yes. Me masama me can say.
This country is in serious trouble, ladies and gentlemen. We are in serious trouble. We need to rescue this country, ladies and gentlemen. The presidency has been so depraved, so muddied, so dirtied, that I tell you in all sincerity as a Ghanaian, that I feel terribly sad today as a Ghanaian. We need to rescue this country. Wallahi, inshallah.
Please don't cry.
We shall rescue our country.
Ubehana sa.
See ya wada pam kutu.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ubehana be 10.
See ya wada me 4 cities.
Bese mi kotu mo. Mi kotu mo agora. Todo krofo.
Todo knofo mu heyi.
Mun sakra mo adwen.
Mun sakra mo adwen.
Aha no doso no.
Doso no do.
Kropa. Uhia na kodu hunu kwa.
Ah, todo kun. Bi shem ti say.
Todo krofo. Se mo be G2 cities am mfa nye hu se 2 cities.
Ah, enkoyi.
Ubehana sa.
See ya wada pam kutu.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ubehana be 10.
See ya wada me 4 cities.
Bese mi kotu mo. Mi kotu mo agora. Todo knofo
mu heyi.
Mun sakra mo adwen.
Mun sakra mo adwen.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I will try my best. Fish farming is the process of rearing of fish in reservoirs and the fish ponds, etc. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I will try my best. Fish farming is the process of rearing of fish in reservoirs and the fish ponds, etc.
Now, do hano. Motua mamia, na motua manila ante vanderpool. But, say, Mankani Yekra, Nilante Banaman. Ah, Nilante Banaman, the end. Nilante Banaman.
Nana Dwe! My name is Nana Nkanumapa the Fourth, Chief of Nchechi Grabodo, Shama Traditional Council. We can do so many things, but because of you people holding PhD and so and so DD, and we don't have that PhD and degree and of all those, that is why you cannot talk. If you people are going to allow us with our own Ghanaian language, maybe we can talk so many things. But this PhD. Why? But anytime they wanted to make this program, they should make it in our own language, Fati language, so that we can express our self and emotion. What is happening? You want some beyond that can grow with Yantuman Nkanumapa the Fourth, Chief of Nchechi Grabodo, Shama Traditional Council. We can do so many things, but because of you people holding PhD and so and so DD, and we don't have that PhD and degree and of all those, that is why you cannot talk. If you people are going to allow us with our own Ghanaian language, maybe we can talk so many things. But this PhD. Why? But anytime they wanted to make this program, they should make it in our own language, Fati language, so that we can express our self and emotion. What is happening? You want some beyond that can grow with Yantuman Casa. Nana Dwe!
Nitiri kutu se bentwa. Endi emeka bia kire na mani abre. Nitiri kutu se bentwa. Endi emeka bia kire na mani abre. Nitiri kutu se bentwa. Endi emeka bia kire na mani abre. Nitiri kutu se bentwa. Endi emeka bia kire na mani abre. Nitiri kutu se bentwa. Endi emeka bia kire na mani abre. Akofwado wutiri kutu se bentwa. Endi wonwene ho. Nitiri kutu se bentwa. Endi emeka bia kire na mani abre. Akofwado wutiri kutu se bentwa. Endi wonwene ho. Nitiri kutu se bentwa. Endi emeka bia kire na mani abre. Akofwado wutiri kutu se bentwa. Endi wonwene ho. Nitiri kutu se bentwa. Endi emeka bia kire na mani abre. Akofwado wutiri kutu se bentwa. Endi wonwene ho. Nitiri kutu se bentwa. Endi emeka bia kire na mani abre. Akofwado wutiri kutu se bentwa. Endi wonwene ho.
The thing you show them where they know they see ya. Clean them back. Write them again. Then show them. Show them. Oh, show them. See ya. The money you define. No, nobody they see how you the bro. You get the money. Show them. Definitely, then go talk. Say go pass somewhere. Show them. The CBINC. Show them. Just show them.
Nitiri kutu se bentwa. Endi emeka bi akire na mani abre. Akofo ado wutiri kutu se bentwa. Endi e wonwene ho. Nitiri kutu se bentwa. Endi emeka bi akire na mani abre. Akofo ado wutiri kutu se bentwa. Endi e wonwene ho.
Oboy French say enyo hwe na boy so French no Togo.
Uko Togo kakre bi a be French. On French. Pourquoi?
Monsieur Adou, viens en France, tu vas apprendre le français bien parce que là-bas, il y a.
What? Monsieur Adou, tu es French.
When you say
password. What's your now?
What? Ça va? Quoi, papa, ça me fait?
Tu es peut-être délégué ici comme ça.
Ma maman le parle.
Moi?
Ma maman le parle.
C'est moi ici. C'est moi ici. Tu parles trop. Tu parles trop.
Bonjour, ça va? Bonjour, ça va?
Bon arrivé.
Comment allez-vous quand tout ça va?
C'est passé par là, c'est la ta femme prévue.
Dis-moi, c'est le pied, j'avoue.
J'avoue ici. Tu as le poulet.
Tu as la peau. C'est la
sans patron.
Sans patron là.
French ni wasi ya isaransa jorier.
C'est ici comme ça rien. C'est moi qui commencer là-bas. C'est propre nos pays.
Nos pays un peu.
Un peu ici?
Yeah, je vois.
Oh, je vois rien. Je vois rien.
French ni wasi ya isaransa jorier.
C'est ici comme ça rien. C'est moi qui commencer là-bas. C'est propre nos pays.
Nos pays un peu.
Un peu ici?
Yeah, je vois.
Oh, je vois rien. Je vois rien. Attends, vous n'y avez. Afi. Eh ben, dis au moins ça. Dans soi quand. Négocie.
Nana doué.
All right, good evening and welcome to With All Due Respect Extended Version. My name is Kevin Ekobedu Taylor. My producers are called The Ghost Team. It's exactly 2:32 p.m. U.S. East Coast time. It's definitely 7:32 in Ghana. Thank you very much for tuning in. It's a wonderful, is it a Wednesday? It's a wonderful Wednesday afternoon. Yes, it's a wonderful Wednesday afternoon. Thank you very much for joining me this evening on Loud Silence TV. We are streaming on so many platforms this evening. Our main platform is on Multi TV. Search for Loud Silence TV on Multi TV. Loud Silence TV on Multi TV. We are also live on Loud Silence TV on YouTube. Loud Silence TV on YouTube. We are streaming live on Loud Silence TV on Facebook. Loud Silence TV on Facebook. Also on With All Due Respect page on Facebook. You can get us live. We are streaming live on With All Due Respect page on Facebook. Some pages are cross-posting the show right now across the world in Ghana, Africa, Asia, and Europe. Some of the pages are NDC TV is also picking us live on Facebook. They are cross-posting the show live on Facebook. 1957 Project is also picking the show live this evening around the world. You can follow these pages on Facebook. NDC TV on Facebook. You can follow 1957 Project on Facebook. Benjamin Wayo Mahama's page is picking this show live across the world. You can also follow Benjamin Wayo Mahama's page on Facebook. Ghanaian Citizen TV is also picking this show live this evening on Facebook. Ghanaian Citizen TV is also streaming this show live. You can follow Ghanaian Citizen TV on Facebook. Honorable Yusuf Yamin's page on Facebook is picking this show live. Kevin Taylor's official page, my official page on Facebook, is also streaming this show live across the world. And also Hopex TV and radio is picking us live this evening, cross-posting, and then other platforms across the world. Thank you very much. You are watching me on Loud Silence TV in 22 African countries, including Ghana. This is the most authoritative, most listened to, most interesting platform on the planet right now. This evening, I know most people are tuning in because we're done with the budget reading. The Finance Minister, Ken Ofori-Atta, this afternoon, right? This afternoon, came to Parliament to read the budget. I would like to ask you a simple question. The question is, do you think that this government still has any ideas, or they still have any ideas to build this nation? It is simple. The NDC, as the opposition today, are supposed to come to our aid. The NDC, in Parliament that has 137, the same as the party in power or the NPP in Parliament, 137. The NDC needs to prove a point this time to the Finance Minister, this time to Ghanaians, especially the ordinary Ghanaian on the street who is looking for a space, who is looking for some redemption, who is looking for some kind of easiness from the government. The NDC in power, in opposition today, needs to make sure that this budget does not pass. In fact, yesterday we talked about this government adding more taxes to the ordinary Ghanaian, or adding more burden through taxes. Today, the finance minister came, and as we said yesterday, more taxes has been added. And the most important thing is they are hitting the most vulnerable in our society. The taxes they are bringing out today are hitting the most vulnerable. And I'm talking about the Momo tax. The Momo tax is one tax that is actually going to hit the most vulnerable in the system. Today, we will take our time and speak on the Momo tax. We will speak on other taxes they brought on board today. This show is actually coming to you live from Washington, D.C. And you break, so I'm Eddie Kevin Ekobedu Taylor show with all due respect, extended version. And as a state of the nation, and as a pound for pound. Yenyanko bibia, yejirim de ni yejirim enyibre, yeba bedi Ghana Hong Kong, omo mechi domino, ye from the ghost team across the world on the ground, almost so eshe, ema chuchi bibia ma bibia esisi eni. Enyibre, enkomo be ene yeba bedi enkomo afa. Eye finance minister Ken Oforiata ewie eye budgeter obekin kan ye ekire Ghana for yisika sem sene nyoma eko nyoma mbe din anase nyoma mbe mre ende ye hu se finance minister Saba asa ede ohaw ene adien eye ohaw ene den me hwe word no ohaw din twire ndi anase ohaw ene amemre se ene ahokyere asa beto yeso making eye etoa ewo dada ye ntumi ntua Ghana for ende ushia obi a okasa se nyome mo ayedin eduane bo ayedin sebio okotua de ka okota de bibie mo ayedin aban ebegu nyome ma na danso aban eba ande no eye Ken Oforiata ye finance minister hwe sika sam so nyina no say ende eye taxes no odibi asa be pay yeso na de emane ehu ene de eya ema hu se aban we nya aban a sebio owo eye abodaye anase owo sympathy ema Ghana ni an ho kire de pa no eye momo tax no eye tax bi a sebio ohwe ne track ka eye tax bi a ebema ahokire a ye frɛ na ahokire a sebio omo Ghana omo kire omo pa no ohia adokoro omo pa no sebio omo hu momo se another avenue omo betumi so ede ho no abobra no omo na omo ho be kire omo ye na me ka sa nipa omo ho be kire omo a omo mo ye nkurase no omo na sebio sa momo taxi a aban se ende eye to tax a we ye free ho no sebio obi a otiasa nkregu ekurase me ne okan mfie num ni omba nkran da ontwa to bia nti ono no onika nti wukase we to na sa wo de tax no ekwakoto eye momo so anase momo transaction so a na sebio no ade say waje ninsem kube ena wama no adwe se ende wama ne japade de Okufuado ene Oforiata eye ne de e Parliament no obaba Ghana for adwe ena maji kube free ensem ena mo ka che se we de ni nyina de same nsuo kakra wom ni nyina so owi a eye den a obeme omaba maye omaji kube free ensem ena mo de adwe amaye enyumbre de be cheche ensem mu ye be dwudwa ensem mu aha any friend with all due respect, extended version headquarters. My bad, the my networking is solid. My producers are solid. Everything is working perfectly. And then you bring nipa almost be YouTube and a be so Facebook. Me check a crabby. And then first time I ocean show with ye me and I be doing what me. The producers no I from mo the ghost team no omo and I teaching some swam say and then you remember na me be church in same Ghana for entin your mass sebio a dialogue a kasa a me ne wo eba beka aha no sebio me yan room English ni anasa American ni bro for no be can between team sebio eyobi kasa na de sebio betumi ka etiase ye no twi kasa minim Hausa anka meka minim Nzima anka meka bese minim kasa foforo bi Ghana anka meka nanso twi asante a metiase no eno na me sure se meka sebio nipadodo mo Ghana na mo te brofo ni twi kakra no ye betumi afa ho adwene atie munsem ehu bebia yekɔ nti anwumbre me be cheche nsem mu ye beka no kre ye beka ye kasa ye tiase ye de brofo kakra befra na ama Ghana ni a sebio bebia otibia ne nsa endru dwom ana ne ho nipa ni abema ho kire no ono so atensam ase a sebio emredu se yekoto aba anase ekoyi mpenifom ye die so a omo sebio omo befa ho adwene pa ansa na mato aba no dwumade edi no ha dwumade bia ye boa ama Ghana fo ana Ghana mba ehu se eye amamuo na ye bu no eye ne enti na sebio omo ayato ababa mo no omo mrahye bedwum na sebio so omo ntuma anya de ye ne pa mo a e wo se anase ye wo ho kwan bia so se saa nipe ye bepamo omo efira ben mu e de nipa sebio ye ne susu se omo nim nyansa ababetoa anase omo ayebo omo ayhu bra. Into this show is a show where we educate, we inform, we make sure say sometimes we crack some jokes, but seriously we take care of business on this platform. Bidin de Kevin Koberu Taylor and then you bring a pound for pound and there you cause a pound for pounder. We don't mean swears here. In seminal, and yet you to sabi. Nina be or high, send be high, can't see or see a cano, Sibio or Banyansa for Ibunibe, and Canasam. Let me say hello to a few people. Now, Yamfa Jumadiwi and Shishaso. Mehuni Pabibro, YouTube, any Facebook or Moshe Menubre. We have only 571 likes. In fact, it is very, very low. Into our YouTube now, Menubre. Please. Try, go on Facebook, go on YouTube, share the show, like the show, let the last person get to know about the truth we are speaking about here. Inti say, oh, aha, it's not about money. I don't need it. I don't really need those Facebook $200, $300. I don't care. All that I want to do, and I say, Oba Boameya and say, Yemwa, na yema nipa omwofie almost so. Eya asama yekin ebi nso omoso abrochirefo omomofa sene beya ye nyina ye betumi ate asama se ede afa ye ho adwene nti wo hwe menwumbre wo YouTube a ye betumi aka chewa na say like the show, let us push the show. Send it by a wiasa fan in ano, ebeti de cano. Esa, de ye pushing a man for being wanted your ma, almost say ended the omontiasia, nipe go munmase. Sanka yan like it, yan share, and Casebio, a Jimmy from a fray muno, omu who say, or say, omudi omonai see, and as on bobra, into Sani Bayano. The before say, I'm a system no, aye Juma. Sebio, and that form, Sebio, and yet Ubiana bedo, your enemies, Sebio, Ubu how you said, yo, and I the papa, Nanso, and Waya ni Jiminti, obe na adwene se obe sell obe stop you but onyankopon ene nyansa wode ama yenti ye ginim etisa hwani jantre ni brazia no eno yenko bebia ene de obetuma twa yiti mo betuma gie ho nyama nyina enso adwene ne de untumi gimfiri ni pansem eno na the most important thing. Into on YouTube no what I can say in 719 likes right now. I'd like to say thank you very much. We need to do 1K so that we can officially start today's show. Now most of the nesi wa Ghana Andra edin komo and edin komo obi be kata Kevin esa ko boss anwum no anwum na ende embo na anwum foforo bi wo ho anwum foforo bi wo ha wo se ebo na yade gi ye ho tata na nyina etena ase omo mu fre dwuma ba so esi obi roll shoe fast fast because na Kevin Taylor ba obi wo ha se bi o eye kombi funa sisi e cupboard mu no opiepia ko echi o check ne coins na oda ko to data aha inti ehia se bi omo mu ndu fie no ye betwe omo kakra be 5-10 minutes bi no omo so ebe kan ye ho na yade dwumadie no ehye so na edien na ekoso Ghana. What is really happening in Ghana today? Are things good? Are people feeling the heat? You see the new taxes no abadi na abasi 2022 January ye the efunkamu na ende sebi omo amote brofo kakra those who are a little bit educated who listen to the finance minister. How do you feel about Ghana right now? How do you feel about this government right now? Say maka o hwe caption no and I say ye juma dia ana nkomo ayebedina eye NDC nkwa na bibia yedru omo betuma aboa Ghana for because you say eye Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo amamu. This government is a government that does not care. It's a government that is in to make sure the people suffer more, and the government is still adding more taxes to the ordinary Ghanaian who is not making any money. The ordinary Ghanaian who is finding it difficult to make sure say he or she can get 3 square meal in a day. The ordinary Ghanaian who is not getting jobs, no opportunities. The ordinary Ghanaian ne kwanya say ni nsuomba. Ordinary Ghanaian and the onim what is going to happen tomorrow. And so a will say only there or you're insensitive to the point to say he or she, let's say she is still adding taxes, making sure say or suppressing the panel or Magana for who actually at the Kudentia Emma Meka said the NDC are the only option. The only option a bit to Mabua, a rescue Ghana for a free high tax budget. We will say, I will say NDC for more parliament. The representatives in parliament, I'm talking about the NDC parliamentarians, they need to fight this. They need to push back. They need to let the government understand it's either you put away or take away these taxes, this budget will not pass. And that is the power the opposition holds. And this is not a weak opposition. This is an opposition that has almost the same number as the party in government. So they have a lot of strength. They have a lot of power to make decisions that will favor the ordinary Ghanaian. To Ghana for the NDC MPs so our more parliament say eya monkwa na aka mu betumi a make sure say sa eye tax chichirencha ida beswai mu betumi aye hu bibi yen ka say monkotun tokwa mu ni obi nkoko na mu use procedure na e parliament no enche Ghana for say this is the time. Ken Ofurata bekasa ya enso eye oil revenue yesi ombeya no parliament sika na fa he no ebesi de wanka ho asembia over 800 million. Sa sika no and the Ghana obi anka ho hwe. Journalists for more Ghana, City FM4, Bernard Avlen na one for boys no, any samens mo, those things are not important to them. What is important is to make sure say the people who are suffocating us and taking our money, they support them. They do everything possible to make sure criminals are kept in government. But we are here to open the minds and open the eyes of the ordinary Ghanaian. Sankomono and yebedi. Yene mini PhD. Wow, I know you don't also have a PhD. You listening to me, you might not have a master's in economics. I read economics in senior high school, but there's one good thing about economics. Obia to me, etiasie. Se oma nipa 100 Ghana, and also oma akora 10 Ghana. Onim se so yi 1 Ghana free so enye 10 Ghana biem. Se oma obi sika so mfandi dwa, onim se sa edwa na okodi no, se we nya mfaso, wa mbon ho mode ma mfaso ameka ho a, eye sika na ode man no, debi no ebeye ka ato no. So economics ne de, enye economics also classroom, and say edoko gina dem, mekira say, so we we na we a, simple as ABCD. And the uko ye jaso, your markets, your minimum majority with all due respect, entire classroom, and so man $100 billion. That's a we 1 city free so now $1 or better the aka. That is basic economics. Onim the nsika na ode ye and then faswa the breno. Inti say yeti kronum na say ye jinto so ana ye je etwo ye je to ya je to etwo and etwo hom faso. That is the importance of tax. Inti eti krom na se eto ho faso ye nya eto pa ho faso a na ye se eto na ye eto no eto no ho faso na ade ne ye nya eto pa ho faso e wo se ye nya eto ho faso ya toto ya jeje eto ye taxi ya jeje ye tie eto na e wo ho no eto na de bia de ma ban no sa eto no ye nya ho mfaso adenti na betena kuroma eto a de bia ye giye ye tua to we are paying taxes ye nya sa eto no ho mfaso. The importance of tax and as eto ho mfaso no eye ma oman no nti eto ho mfaso de me ne wo ana say ye mienu ye te ha ye kase de or say nyina kan adwiri bom na ehu say the importance of tax no is to develop the nation. Eto ho mfaso eye eto yi ho mfaso a ye hia no say aban ebesi schools, say aban ebeye kwan, say aban ebefa ni pejuma, say aban ebema nyome mo emre, say ne be aban ebe make sure say ekoto aduane boyefo. Eno ene the importance of tax. It is all go baby and out broni bi and out obi also akọ school no all come brofo kakraka. The importance of tax, na the person catch on say eto pa ho mfaso eni hia no. So we need the eto mfaso, the importance of tax. Eto ayetua no mfaso ben eni enye free ho. Bidin Ede Kevin Kobe Taylor. Show way your friend with all the extended version. Yes, to be live from our studios here in Washington DC. We will be back and start the show officially. Now, answer you back no. Mbebo eyibi. Nanka my commentary be. But yenya 1K, I will not play that video. A very nice video. Sometimes we need to help each other. I will say promote each other. I will say promote yenuanom. I say be on person musicians. On person hete. On person Grammys. We all need to help. Now this evening, I will be premiering and I nipa do ne hu enwom no. Am obi ehu enwom no se na enuamwa na se bi onyame any moja the blood of Jesus yesu moja no entumi entenyum no ho na nipa bia o asase so no enwum no enkana koma na sebio edwumade o se enwum no di no edie ye Christopher na yese je say enum star ye Christopher yentumi mbu ya pana ye Christopher enti yentumi yeso atopagen ya yebu no Bible mu bebia ni wa ya kyerɛ sɛ ubu atopagen a untumi enko heaven. Bible nka se wonum star onko heaven. Inti ye Christopher enko ade o se yeso yetinitini apom. Inti enwumbrei mebusa nsem and nsem mebusa Papa Duncan Williams. Why din kakra ache. Papa, na die na esi. You've been very quiet for some time now. You were vocal when the cathedral issue ni ba na Papa, adena na nsendia I say why din kakra ehame. Na die na ekoso bibia ekoye ofie. Nkwara ni nyina bibia dadin Onyankopɔn atene ne nsa ewo Papa wobusua so. Watene ne nsa ewo asɔre ne so. Saa pepepe na ye nyina ye pese ewiase de ye dodo ye ho ye ka no kure ye ma Bible no di enim na yetumi hu said ye no onyame ebehirae. Enti I just want to say good evening to Papa Duncan Williams. You have been so quiet for some time now, and I hope that you speak for the ground where the Lord where it cracked for Moses to liberate the Israelis. Papa, I love your preaching. This evening I would like to say thank you for giving us this beautiful son.
Oh yeah, yeah. I know I've been ungrateful, unstable. I was young, only music I could say truth. I'm a don, I don't really like games though. There's a reason I don't bring about bankrolls. I know how it feels to be up on streets. I'm a grown man, she's been up in my sheets. I'ma tell the truth, if I got to I bleed. Prophesy to them, then I hop on these beats. Say big bum bum, get it on mic. Really want problem, get it on sight. I don't like to argue, am I wrong, am I right? I was taking in even when I had right. That's wrong, oh my. And I know I can't fight it. Baby staring at me, getting me excited. Angels all around me, never getting frightened. Gonna make it, gonna come out fighting. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I know I've been ungrateful, unstable. I was young, only music I could say truth. I'm a don, I don't really like games though. There's a reason I don't bring about bankrolls. I know how it feels to be up on streets. I'm a grown man, she's been up in my sheets. I'ma tell the truth, if I got to I bleed. Prophesy to them, then I hop on these beats. Say big bum bum, get it on mic. Really want problem, get it on sight. I don't like to argue, am I wrong, am I right? I was taking in even when I had right. That's wrong, oh my. And I know I can't fight it. Baby staring at me, getting me excited. Angels all around me, never getting frightened. Gonna make it, gonna come out fighting. Angels all
Jack, Papa Duncan Williams, thank you very much for giving us this young man. In fact, we met Marcus on New to R. Kelly because I got training Kakribi also deny in soon free the body. Papa, we just want to say thank you very much for giving us a musician. You can see, say he has the voice. Auto-tune kakra wumba daye. Nipa de oyen den de obeye no obeye. Inti Papa, your son says he's grateful to God. Papa, don't be shy about this. We to be bigger saying we are senyum ejuase no na dey or to nyom atenya me so or grateful. Now I'm 42 can some inti Papa banti ontumi nyina him. Papa Duncan Williams the banti ontumi na him. Inti man for kanka in some amount for YouTube amuti segbin some hunu no mokeka kan organa. Inti I just want to say I'm encouraging Papa's son. We're one of his singles. In fact, I'm very surprised. It sounded good. And Papa Sebio in Koranamba so young people no to me catch them so they should explore. They can explore and they should explore. Mama fa Bible ni hunu Korano. Abra momba na de omo bonyo mujisika. Momba na de omo explore mo talent. So Papa, Sunday that budget na ya kind of the budget is a bombo-clad budget. Papa, on Sunday when you come to church, tell the young people in the church, you say anyone who wants to sing reggae can go ahead and go sing reggae. So be per se or no so equals to enyum hip life on to entienya me because so crowd bani jinim and came man time kakra kan ko run draws on the enche. Uma camera nisi the switch 20 minutes na or run draws. Into see the TikTok ne ye and check 1 minute. Into Andrew Horo na all road draws na TikTok ne doom. Aha. We are all familiar with how his body his private part is when ya some. Into Papa, thank you very much for giving us your son. We really appreciate this. TikTok is good for him. TikTok the enche answer na onkonko run draws mbra na TikTok na ende. It is good and we appreciate what you have done for Ghanaians. Papa, Nyamin Shaw. All right. This video too is very interesting. You see, yakun galamse ni we ana say galamse ni jinim. It is very important. These are conversations we need to be having. Munche this ena matise Ekufuadomo in this budget they were talking about tourism. Mehu Mac Okre Kumante. I think I saw some item be and all say. And anytime he hears people speak their mind or insult Ekufuado, I don't know what he calls insult. It hurts his heart. Obe weje Ekufuado ho. You are not trying to open your horizon, learn. Also, you get hurt when you hear people insult Ekufuado. Now, how did you feel, or how were you feeling when people were insulting Professor Mills? How did you feel when people were insulting Mahama? That one there was not a tribal bigot. Ofui and Tinana will be doing attempt there, but Ekufuado nana de but omo na waka no me mwa meboa. You feel bad when people insult Ekufuado. You've not seen anything else. In the catch up papa say onya de ye Ghana for nkora last nkora ko treza mo say akora kitikiti ka cheku for so e bele seku for ye bele me nka seku for ye bele wa hada me ntumi kan che seku for do eku for de ye bele pa akotro BSSC man pass a small boy out to free SHS me maka seku for de bele ya ka so e bele a what ase e ye bele itase ese mo ase ahye no eno so yesare aya kanzo na sakoma ponchen awe eno na efe ne de ye bele but enya na me kan ye nkora na ka seku for de bele into these things are the things I also you look at now. We are talking about tourism. Today, I heard them talk about tourism. Tourism, kakraba, about budgeting. Now, budget, tourism, ebe when you say, you go expansion, you go there, yes, Antoine Mausoleum, Kwame Nkrumah, the encounter. You know, say, as far as the Kufuor is alive, Kwame Nkrumah Mausoleum was say, and they will never touch it. But 99% of tourists are mobile Ghana, no, they come to see Kwame Nkrumah. Yes, they don't come to see Bri. It's a fact. But look at this, and then let's think about this tourism thing they are talking about.
That's the male side of the Boti waterfall. I have a side, what is 17 feet deep now. As I'm speaking now, it's 17 feet deep now, and Sadebit, the diver man, is going there right now. Under the fall, where it falls, he's going there. So the height is 33.3 meters and it is 17 feet deep now where he is now. Yes, so he is under the fall where it falls, and you can see Gordon too on the rock where it falls, where exactly the water falls. So you can imagine the pressure, the force over there, and he is in there. Yes, you can see him diving. Now he's coming out. So this is the new side of the Boti waterfall. He went straight under the fall and he's coming back. That is Gordon to joining. So this is the female side, which is 128 deep, which he went there now, and now this is the male 70 feet. He went there and he's now coming. You can imagine who he is. Yes.
So, so this is the waterfalls. This is the first time I'm seeing Milo Falls in my life. This is Milo Falls. And when you start to talk, oh my God, so what Jimmy? O can some check for the name we are into we Jimmy for. What the Befabia or say ye be near cool furious or say ye near cool furious because what I say penny form dear no me Jimmy for. This is waterfalls. Now bro ni ben and I ye Juma. Obaba wakaza kotonzi o mungojare. Ni nyina ye galamsey yo. Ni nyina ye galamsey. The fight against galamsey won't want to. This is waterfalls. Omudi dwa asmo. Now even at the waterfalls no crowd be omo it's discriminatory. Almost I had the man a because pressure the doorson. And a has said the man a kwaha. Jimmy Kasa and comfort to kwaya ba ukuruma was saying this side is for men, this side is for women because I have pressure no form. One child say Mbema ni muso dware chemba. One child say Mbema or Ghana umuni muso dware chemba na omo moba waterfalls no Mbema na betri just obetu dware baby pressure no was no. Just say we are so the mediocrity and the ignorance with us na dear. My dream woman I just don't understand. This is Milo Falls, and these people are sitting there say they have changed tourism in Ghana. Uko tuwiko shia Catherine Afeko. Why is that a Lumber TV? That Lumber TV is got me see. They don't understand tourism. They still don't get it. They still don't get the job they are doing. They don't understand their job. Now, okay, now there you say this Milovan waterfalls we are in so Milo Chokomilo way. Nipa bena na adwini wo fia obeba se me fira broche na aba me beto ade we mu ko Jimmy. So do you think anybody would drive or fly and come to Ghana because of this? We have waterfall. This is my first time seeing a Milo Falls. This is Milo Falls. This is serious. And these people are in Ghana talking about tourism. No, Obi just said Marco Kreku. This guy, I can teach. I can sit him down and teach him. He is a deputy tourism minister. Does he understand what he's doing? Even the people there, do they understand? Catherine Afekuna no ono otiasie. Does she understand now or host or the host or new? Does she even understand? This is where we are today. But the only thing they will say is say, you are a kid, you are a young boy. Don't criticize fools who are in some reasons. Don't criticize fools. That is what they will tell you. Because Jimmy until you don't have to criticize Jimmy, but the oil, it is affecting the country. It affecting in for life. This is waterfalls in Ghana. Everybody's nice, everybody's quiet. And when you watch this and you don't feel bad, and somebody sits in Accra and says, Ejako TV.
Over a period of time in our first year, we have also been in talks with a private sector operator who is in the business of placing Ghanaian content at the disposals of viewers throughout the world. And the artists are signed on to produce popular content, including already existing content that will run as a series in the name of the artist. And it's already showing on most of your mobile phones. This Sunday, today's Monday, this Sunday, I would like to invite most of you who will have the time on a Sunday to be at Accra Mall in partnership with this private sector person. We are launching Ejako TV. It's a mobile TV platform that will be premiering at Accra Mall in an effort to promote local content. Local content. On Sunday, barring any obstacle, another one in the offing for music is Daddy Lumba TV, a channel that will be ready next month. And I had asked Mr. Daddy Lumba to be here. I think he's somewhere out there. And you will be amazed with this technology. It's TV on the go. A lot of people are using it. You buy it's a link with a mobile company. You buy your units, you turn it on, and automatically it creates revenue for the artist. And they sign an agreement that we are very much involved, ensuring that the artist is not taken undue advantage of. So we launched the
hey, this Sunday. If you don't get it, then forget about it. This Sunday, we are going to launch Ejako TV and Daddy Lumba TV. Where's Mr. Daddy Lumba? Hey, Mr. Daddy Lumba. Catherine, hey. Miss, if you don't get it, forget about it, my friend. Otibrofo, Ejako TV this Sunday. Hey, mo. Ya tina kroma, budi amudi aba kroma de, ya visit time di bedu. Di amudi baba kroma ha. Daddy Lumba TV, Ejako TV. I told Mr. Daddy Lumba to, where's Mr. Daddy Lumba? This Sunday. Hey, mo. Mone sa mo ko ya mudi ne chi o na banchire sa okpo no sa system unit no na nam rough no sa okpo no na nam no Deuteronomy 23 no certificateless criminal no na so a president no modi bia ba krom ha o otimi ko hu o cheche men so bozu ono so gina parliament I say abrofo transcript no da hye ne to and type man hello Mr. Speaker hey modi bia bo o cheche men so bozu of swami ha ya no free o Swami heya oko school no ko wi ade no change ni din swami heya enko echirem swami ya yetumi nka machine ya kama hi e ho no free swami heya no free e ho de ka across the blade no e ho no free e ho de try the fruma ye ne swami heya across the blade swami the mehi and the no free and so in parliament no kasa I say Queen Elizabeth why type bibi egu paper so any area yemia na dey share to o kasa dey say egugu ni so Mr. Speaker you know the budget be say hey asante heya na free o so am heya so amazing heya haya so am heya 99% of nipo ogbo no be do ranko school da bro fo kro de me na me ka kire wadwa. And so begina parliament kasa obekama ni krom for natin on dabi into comes to amia Nyankopon otebrofo papa o say chemen sabozu yes why be was onya hwebo otebrofo. Hey, if you don't get it, forget about it, my friend. You get it? Then if you don't get it, my friend, forget about it. Hey, or say now I bibia mamo so ka say Swami Oba Bayano, West Africa, the mechanical hub. Why we and any panel or said your bro for your bow, current TV so no TV is not couple from no or said your Bama bow. I why be Biabua or the Jimmy to what I be and the uncle once a bow. And or said to brofo or said to brofo Chan Queen or Seco school who could change in the chrono no cowboy. And Mr. Speaker, you know. Mr. Speaker, I know my colleagues up there, and hey, I say my Z here, and check with free Parliament, and check. You don't get it? What I'm talking about? Do you get it? You still don't get it? Then my friend, forget about it. Hey, I want to do for bro. I Bronx taxi drivers the bro. You get nails, I'm watching taxi. I'm going to paper, and don't you know I'm most slim for. I got nails. You know I'm most slim. I say a bombelet. I say I to payano. Or phone and chibia. Nyame no nyame. Odim di oye. Inti Cutler Foku and the tourism minister the Sunday that Lumba TV. I mean, I'm be nyama musacha. Ye ko yenim. Ye ko yenim. So I'm here. Me so say Mr. Busu. Now last time we kind budget monte. Hey, I want to move say Nabutro, Namuni Abenkwan, ye dear Pimha, and ye baby, say, Bantama MP, then my beton money and cotton quino, Asanso Bachi. Asanso Bachi bedun can or corset, or Munipa, I or Baby or Peno. Asanso, I'm not I'm morning cutting quines and money Abenquine. And there, Yen Jao, Nedje Ubia Sika Bosso, or Bocos Sedan Ira Bomium Jom to me home. I, I'm chain, sir, a Oko Cambridge, police room anymore, or Bocoset X5 Nibi, and I hear about X3. I want to me home. My dindindi. Ubobu to grow. Sir Cosset to the bulletproof. I'll say, Mr. Speaker, the Parliamentary, we are here to let you know the budget. I'll say, Chief Sabusu. I intro. So what's the chrome for the Jimmy? I wega. When we saw my brother from Mope, and I can your brother from Pan come down the good for the cheap. When we say, oh, Mamma to man on Santa Console, Jimmy for don't do Jimmy into a choir, but a cabrofo, a hot cabrofo, Sebio, Ucha to crowd, my first a gold bar. I into under the tank kind. Hey, what are you talking about, Mr. Speaker? My colleague here, Haruna Idris, so does not understand, Mr. Speaker. I say, hey, I say, you don't get it? You're going to get it later. You're going to get it. All right, let's move forward. You don't get it, right? And today, we are going to try and play Baumia comedy. No, today is Baumia comedy session. Now, we will see who Baumia is. Nipa yenini dilino. Inti yebedu me sure said the social media segment is basically the editorial because and then remember kwanye mama frɛ budget na matino. But what I'm going to do today is say ye ba be hwɛ Baumia nsama waka and the conditioner you wom. Se sebi oya Ghana ni na wadwene wo fie a obekwa kwasala se bekoto ama MPP and I say obi obedi MPP ni especially Baumia because utietie sansem we nyina wie na still that won say me for more me MPP ni breaking the 8 na abobi friend asomrodwe ene abobi friend no pro na we yimu baako na wo de aye obusuani because at that point na say wonya nipa me say ye be Baumia videos bi wo ha aka ye ho de Baumia ka ene end the budget no na se eboni nyina wie na da ho to say oh breaking the 8 ye de ho beto ye Ghana be ya ye say abobi friend asomrodwe ena abobi so friend otwen ba ene opro yimu baako na fa ye obusuani because baby woduru no onka ye ho. So let's do the do is very very somebody says City FM will be talking about pepper soup tomorrow instead of to discuss the budget. They will do that. Let's do this. Ghana the consent. Mr. Speaker, I say no. Why would you catch us Kevin and Frero? Mr. Speaker, what's that time day? Mr. Speaker, you know, the budget, as I'm reading, the economic indicators say that the GDP is going to rise from last year budget. Memba nya abrofo meyire broni menka twi wo mfie enso say mensa bozu kasara meti ase hey brofo bako. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the budget and my name is Jose Chairman Bonsu. Mr. Speaker, the GDP is hey swami o yemfa visa nko ho ka fun bia to bi ko ho swami hey ai you don't get it? You got it? Yeah, you're going to get it later. If you don't get it, forget about it, my friend. Let me say hello to 1 or 2 people. Aisha Bola is watching me. Ajomajo is my love. Ifia Peace is also live here. Who else is Patrick Ngetia? Patrick Jaimbana. Odomudin Komono. And there's Danzaria, I think so. Also watching me. Sheila is watching Kevin Taylor and Ghost Team. Abuaji Bernard is live here. Melda Nasser is live on Facebook. On Facebook, I can see Abdullah Faisal live on Facebook watching me. Ajwa is back again. Joanna and Kwe is live on YouTube. Ibrahim Anas, Big English. Obwa kwa Ibrahim. Bro, for the Obwa. Media bro for me kana me dwunu ho me bro for do endorso me kan we na me dwunu foforo de no ho na say chairman say bro for na show to o queen na atwere go paper so ene ya kan karatu ogu so ene ya chinchim de ahye to obegina wa o chen eyi Walmart for toy. Hey Mr. Speaker, you know we are from Kumasi or Swami and I just want to Kumasi here o Swami here yeah and kwechire bia yeah I trotro kwa endru kronim na mo sisi anante ekwan ni nyina nye ni krom mfuturo echen volleyball boy otwin bi onam volleyball boy nan ho enso obegina parliament otibrofo che obi a Mr. Speaker bibi vopa we are concert for we are John Papa Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, you know the budget or the gross domestic product and the microeconomics indicate. Hey, I say, my before we go so I'm 99%. You come on you. I say, the original parliamentary tobe to take no. One can sound call for Roman Tiasio. Maintain, bro, once na ni panche. Na kan de ebete na ye kwa ye de bia to koto dwam na ye kwa ye na nanom busa ensama ye tuma ka bia kire na ye Mr. Speaker no Mr. Speaker, all right, let's do the do. Mr. Speaker. But today something happened in Parliament before the budget. Part 1, part 2, part 3. Munche sequence na see no. Munipa no, sa munipa we. Labi munipa we. Me catch them was a Greek minister. So penintema no ambo yombo a obi abe hu bi ot. O Greek minister pempem. Aha, and the one kan yombo. No yombo. Ni refi no no penintem. One the reality of Ghana economy na nkasa ni a Greek minister ni new. One ni tinu when the one kan yombo one ni tinu. One tokro edidem. When nyini papa ni classmate le gufu adu. Osore na otwi yombo nkora nti ye be start robantem pa and osore ntem nti wanfa yombo anfa ni tinu. One ehun se ni tinu wa say da. Mesi akwa nyini, mesi akwa we. Ono tetetabu old wood tetetabu TTB. Internal to one, any other mark na bohono. The three when you to do. Or sorry, no, I could chi yombo, not in a new penny, or cancer moon, or can bofu. Are they out to me in the good for best friend, no? Into my Greek minister in here, I Greek, no. Honest or brofu, a low, brofubi or I saw brofrice or see boguno. You know, my people, I don't get it. Hey, Sango forward, Sango, I just want for you. Obiati brofuche obia. Iko for way. Na attach ya kasa wante. You know, Ghanaians, the law in the attaching from Kevin Taylor for the Gazavia, Brofoka, attaching how to say action police, attaching a cabro for Sango away. Sango. I agree with this, I don't know. Unsteady or one, Nabutana pick your 1 let's check at him for Azango, Ajana 1 for Guan. Attaching us with cabro for. Tatatabu. Ghanaians, you know, honestly, I say down soon. Ghanaians, you know, the MPP government has here. I now not seeing us action police. The MPP government has done well. A very, very, very good. Yes, we have done well because when you look at Mr. Speaker, everyone, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, honestly, if you are now, go we are. I call was Zabro Fubi. Sankofuwe na tell an ankasa kasa monte fellow Ghanaians I kufuado no otibrofuche obia I don't know and you know ekufuado and so we make a we get some certificate back up pembra pero to wuri pa roko wadare o change obetima ka wiase brofu gina o ka bring your certificate pero odwa ne bofu we naysayer. And if you have studied these guys very well, almost one particular word, naysayer. These guys will use our word in the power. Ekufuado use our word. Say oko jointa. But who shall rasta so I'm kasabomo. I'm so come by. Mr. Danta. Just say odanta not to say and part 1 I'm an okano. Misum come by just oko hen okusun ye. Na misum danta. Me danta motia just say odanta not ena wehu. And no part 1 and some me tanka part 1 me ka part 1 say biblinti ase. Ghana for be into part 2 I besum danta bedanta mo so tiana I just say odanta ti e no betra ha banu wi ire eno no part 1 no wotiana Kevin Taylor de onim nyama no minim time to go time to go unim de eko waka part 1 da unim part 1 ukono me champion fie wi abese and am soon come by in Jamaica and Jamaica ka part uko Jamaica kura se honya ka part 1 me soon come by medanta na mo so hey ire susumo pon mate aha ta say ire wano tintin se eponko hene and mususumo ponko hene ai what part 2 chemi into sanko for them check your ye pa is very important we jack every Taylor. All right, let's move forward into part 1 ni oba no bantem wanka yombo ena eda hono evidence no no maka Kevin Taylor kan kure ena on pa kwa we have evidence no bo no a Greek minister when twi yombo a oye kales oye dame unim dame ai dia yika kwakwa no a Greek minister no oye dame wanka yombo. Now look at this. Afa ya start na titim wada body shade nsem e we dey Photoshop but the nitia obia e na say ya titim ya static as Mr. Speaker na wemu omunyina ya toys just ye jaya ho for 5 years ba mazafo we me no tie akraka nipa bia akraka student bia mba ka se kufu ade chede de akraka wo teacher ni bia nka se na me kufu ade chede de akraka wo subject we ne akiro akweda ho na so president o munye serious o Adesado obi enfi Adesado mbeka se na me kufu ade Adesado college o ye hu nipa ba ko Ghana kimu utumi ko SS no ba JSS no obi enfi kimu mbeka se na classmate mo hwe de o sankofo we he is traumatized with the plantain traumatization. And he has been ubedi ho agro de ebeye wo no oreba ho now inteduru wana ganyan wada boga no ogda so kuta ne fumu ai why se kenye ti akromfo no wada so nsa kuta ne yimu ne wallet mu wada so funu kuta no ode nsa krom obebie ni wey ai wankotie hwe ochena your friend say honorable na how far with planting for food and jobs what they are saying food is expensive on can be no starting the broad for no.
That is a wrong perception. The statistics that we compile in this ministry do not support that. I mean, the size of Kenke that you're talking about, we've had this our 5th year of planting for food and jobs. Nobody complained about the size, reducing size of Kenke until this year. Why? Because there was a drought last year in the southern part of this country, a very heavy drought, both in the major and minor season in the forest and the southern part. People forget these things very easily, and that affected supplies. This year, fortunately, apart from the 1 month delay in the major season rains in the south, the rains have been excellent. The naysayers were saying a few months ago, including the former president, that there's going to be famine. In fact, we are on the cusp of a major boom in food production, to the extent that if you monitor the tamale market, for instance, grain market, prices are tumbling, and we are at the beginning of the harvest. The harvest will be at its peak and completed by the end of December.
Wakwada o Parliamentary oba naysayers we mu ne edi omubu man no okakapo bi ntia se Kevin Muade yamane car yamane ska onya demonstration da se ni pe akem ogiska ni bi e de bon bread bi mamba ne ade obekọ yas no to no ohyehyemata so ai unu hyemata so we mu Saturday bi obekọ yi okuma so otiase ai oso pe president edi no ohyehyemata so unu hyemata so okọ yi a mo amoye nkwara ma menche mo hyemata so unu hyemata so ade bi ofene hwemata so tana na mbema no a omukọ yi ompeso mo chese mo ye guy no we mu omda ho hye hwemata so unu hwemata so mata so eye wo sere ho aha hwemata so no oh mo pa no time no mukọ yi no mo hye shorts white bi na blue and red line bi that side and side no aha mo guy first no tete papa pa na ye na nze tete fula de kokrofo mo nye tete papa fo no bi tete papa pa no popis fo ni kọ yi a omo short ni ka bia no mo hye and a blue and white that in chen sa shorts no ye ton fo ye de kọ yi nko an fa nya hwe na se popi fo no kọ yi no hwemata so history da be dem no we o hye hwemata so popi fo no kọ yi na when they go to a year no yes obi se me nka brofo toli no me kan brofo twi brofo enya dem because be nte brofo popi fo no kọ yi a Say emma we ye na se. Se se awukọ yi ase a ebede na wa kire se bibi wo ho ekọ yi na epon yi na obenya oba bi na akọ. Inti se ukọ yi na mufra o za tetene na entoma nkwa na ifra. Na sa shorts no okokuma se omotonton pa okomenhia short white be blue and white de danjan aha. Inti omukosara na omude omusika no omu wallet no omu de show back pocket shorts no. Inti se eye time no du na enwum ne bo a na bebi amba ne te no osasa na owie ntoma ne se na ntoma ne mo abie no ma twa na taaso o hwa na taaso a o hwa wallet ne bebi ase bia wallet na ya e be kire se nwumre popi se yankola inti hwa ma taaso history no Shamataso omutumi shara sawe yasia na mashara 10 na ntoma ne mo abie kakra onso wo 10 ya ntoma ne mo bebie ebia na ahwe wataso ko shorts no ye short inti wallet show abo se wallet ne boho na girls ne say aje kimsa Kevin won hu ai inti owie ya say ma me na tisan ohima brawai ai afa say wa shamataso dia onim se bibi wo ho aha enti ya friend shamataso mo dia history na ye de mamo no Yamamu history na mo nkura na maba 90s kate 1990 egbo na munnim de akọ me na me mamu history no ha ai shamataso into amusa sa na matene shamataso aha wo sentuma no mu ebie sa no aha because obetania odin kan check baby amba na angle no no de nsa ko ase na wa yese bo sentuma no ewuro na mu ebie na mba na gaze na taso no so it's a 45-degree angle watch and member se me kum ba me cheche mu nsemu hwamataso no ye show no abafu my producer is saying boss if you find you that we know your friend or your friend okay go enim Minister Yombo hwamataso. Okay, the next one is this. These are quotes from Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. First quote: if you are tired of high tax rates, vote Akufo-Addo. This is 2016. Or say ajeje mo tax na mo ho papa mo. Tax na eto na yajeje mo na eto na no den. Mo ho eto no so the tax burden is too much. Vote for Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. How far with the taxes today? Are we still going to vote for anybody who stands as the flag bearer of the NPP? These are things we need to be considering. Because in Kofowe can some chreye. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo ni say, if you are tired of high tax rate, vote Akufo-Addo. If you are tired of high tax rate, vote MPP out. It does not matter who leads the MPP. Because omo chreye kwan no Akufo-Addo amayehu say no bosin say netie or chreye nyansa na beto e naso ye kaka ye ho hwe yata so this is the time. Taxes ne doso na say endoso ya bra na say embre. It shows clearly say we need to take the advice of Okpo. Akufo-Addo di 88 otu yefo a o se etie 2016 otu yefo no abeto yende 2024 yen use Akufo-Addo wenyini na futuo no na yen fambo ye bra o ya Ghana ni na o hweme a na Akufo-Addo ka say 2016 o say se tax ne mmene se to mmene wa tutia aban na wo so na ehwan na wo so John Mahama ende tax no mmene ye anase ye ne mmene no obanyansafo yebunibe yen kana sem. Now let's move forward. This one too is here. We are from Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia and our trial deal with 2015. Sa time na ne bema gina so. I say mo si ni bibi no. 2012, 13, 14. Na Bawumia bema gina so. Baby obeko bia na no ho so. Otumi so musia na fifre te no say ha akoye bema. Obedi Ghana ni medwuma obaye ne adwuma ketoa. Sa time na ne bema gina so say mo si ni bibi. Okasa na manfo bom musem. Obobom so na hemfo say wey ene onyameba na osonani intimuntie no ohini bi okumase o say this guy has conducted a lot of fora not forum otumi kasa na hemfo bom nsem wey ni medoba na osomani intimuntie no onyankopon ne kaye so wo hwe twi bible twi Jesus from na o kan wie no nyankopon kan wie na ye bo Yesu asende wie no ena abro no ma ebesi Yesu kon ho o se wei ne medoba osomani inti ewiase emuntie no sa time no na Bawumia bibi gina so na oye ye doba na okasa na ahemfu nyina aboto ende ye doba no de okan na ano no ye be kai no mama yen kai wei ne ye doba osoye ni mbre 2012 13 14 na de bema gina so ejina so se dunkuri no and Bawumia bema no ejina so anase amem. I say at 67% of GDP, Ghana's debt stock has crossed the critical 60% of GDP level that developing countries with limited access to capital flows should worry about in terms of debt sustainability. In fact, Ghana is right back to the debt unsustainability that led to HIPIC. However, HIPIC debt relief will not be available again. Ghana's status can thus best be described as that of a highly indebted lower middle income country, HIMIC. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, IMF bailout will the anchor hold? Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, this is a question he asked. He says, the IMF bailout will the anchor hold? And of course, I'll say, Distinguished Speaker Series 24th March 2015. That is when he had this speech. Or say, that time, not your GDP, a 67%, or say at a 67% of GDP. Not say, we have crossed the critical 60% of GDP. And then your GDP, a car you do almost 85%. So does it mean say akwa obetume dia so? We are Ghana ni we are badwimba wa adwene ofia na at the 60%. No say being see that. So that time no say Ghana e wo HIPIC. In fact, I say debt unsustainability that led to HIPIC. However, HIPIC debt relief will not be available again. Ghana's status can thus be described as that of a highly indebted lower middle country. Now, we have crossed 60%. So, we are at 80. So, we are at high. And yet middle level. We are at the high. Into our HIPIC. Because, say, ye a dinner freewa and say, Masa, Mameka Bincho. Say, a ball league na 16 teams nebo. Now, the 16 teams, you know, say, wa ubedi from 15, from 18, 17, 16, no, more free 16, 17, 18, no. Your ball league ni we na someone cross some threshold bia mu nyina moko relegation. Now, say ye di ni free say enye relegation kra. Your ball league ni we obi anim say mo amore na nipa tre na amore no moko relegation. We can change the name to Jesus Christ. We can change the name to Alpha Blondie. We can change it to Asante. But your ball league ni we are obia or share bia anim say ye we nipa tre na amore no moko relegation. So at this point, whether HIPIC's name has been changed, whether the status and calculations have been changed, the issue is we have crossed the 60% and you're 80%. So we are at the real HIPIC. So when people start to lie to you, say, HIPIC, you know, I am a year for, and you're that's not, it is not about the name, it is about the status. What pass say? 3 teams, okay, omoko relegation, then you are a first division club automatically. Because your ball league in now I can't train automatically you are relegated to first division. The issue is you can say utimuno at the end of the day division here and I say relegation you change dino ebia can say ebia you have not been relegated and they say they can say you have been demoted. It's still the same. You are not going to play the premiership. You are going to leave for other teams to fill your position. So it is very, very simple. We are at HIPIC. They are playing with words. Bawumia Nekaye, Okasade is 60%. Even that time, 60%, the government of the day was building. And we all see it. It is not a mirage. The government of the day was delivering. We all saw infrastructure. We saw the GDP. We saw it. And there were 80%. Show me. Okay, say, so this is what Mahmoud Bawumia, Aka, and the yede to end the diano. It is Sabio. Sa nipa way, are you going to allow him to lead you? He has no clue about governance. He has no clue about what we call economics. And the acting president, Mahmoud Bawumia, could not come and witness a year what we call the budget. He is the head of the economic management team. He is the acting president. He has touted himself, say, he is the economics messiah. Why do you think he did not come to parliament? He is embarrassed. He looks like a man who has shit on himself. When you say Obana once Nadinichi, he will never come and embrace the embarrassment. So all that he has to say is say he has something on his hand. He is busy. But there's a picture around showing say he was just sitting in his office like Kuliku watching TV. It shows the disrespect. Umbugana for Odunsi Jimmy. Today, Bawumia has taken a big shit on himself. The flies are following him and the flies no ebini. The lies, these are some of the flies, and I'll be showing you more of the flies. When you could once Nampobi had the big flies, once Nampobino is following Bawumia. He has a lot of flies because Bawumia has shit on his back. He has shit on his back because he lied and is giving him running stomach today. That running stomach, and the Emma Bawumia cannot come into public. Politics, whatever you say today, you need to understand it's going to come back and haunt you. So you need to be real. You need to be honest. You need to speak on the issues. That is why some people sometimes, I'm going to say, why is it said John Dramani Mahama, he is a politician, he was a president, there were a lot of things he could have said other than Wanka. He was checking the future because politics and governance, and then what we call governance and politics, they are totally different things. You can be a good politician, but a bad president or a bad person who governs a nation. Anyone can be a politician. Anyone can speak on politics, but not everyone can govern. And that is what this government is missing. They don't know how to govern. They know how to talk. So it's a talking government, but not a delivering government. Now let's move forward. This is what Ahaji Bawumia said. NDC has resulted to increasing taxes under the economic difficulties they created. An MPP government will, and this statement is very important, will do differently. If somebody says will, it means it is something which cannot be contested. What Sebo I say obey differently. Now question Abibusan said today, and he said this 20 a year 15. Satana ne bema jinaso mosini bibi ififretino. Ya de sakana na wapetre no ho. Satana wa charge we hiti ope power. Na makeup artist su dinechi na ba wo no kuta papa eno papa hu no ho ba omi more vim ye kwakodi nti basa na so say I say wo jimi na obi support o ha nti tata na bibi ni jina so 2015-14 no ni bibi jina so wa shake no oba ono tumi pointing machine do so check Lawrence otumi kwa santimemu ejina mu ba obi na ka asem we today as we speak taxes no what different thing is the NPP doing? Tax burden more than 2015 na NDC were abemu. So we need to be asking this man who has taken a shit on himself, followed by flies. Now he can't come to public. He's hiding from humiliation. Let's ask him. And these are some of the flies, and we will remind him, and we will be feeding the flies every time till 2024, and we will be feeding the flies till they turn into dragonflies. You better feed this in one standard because we will feed them. We will make sure we make them grow bigger, make them be seen everywhere in the world to show the kind of person you are. So this is Bawumia. Masa, baby, you do know. Let's move forward. Now, answer about Bawumia issue nisono. Let us do the Bawumia one. Let's take a few minutes and listen to Bawumia. There will be more coming. Let's all sit back. We say and the editorial. You go straight. You have to understand because I want to give you the opportunity to also call. Let's take our time and listen to Bawumia. This was when another timer na oba power. Let's listen to this man. And after this, Mrs. Owie, now I can say I am still MPP. I love Bawumia. Abu be a friend as Moje. And Abu be a friend or chain. You back for your bush in an because now when you ready say open any kind of change to impact your life positively. This is Mahmudu Bawumia. Let's watch him.
Honorable, thank you so much for your time on GBC News. The minority.
The Ghana cedi has obtained the dubious distinction of being the weakest performing currency in Africa at this point in time. Interestingly, the NDC Green Book claims exchange rate stability as one of their unprecedented achievements. In an open economy with market determination of prices, exchange rate movements are the most important indicator of underlying macroeconomic fundamentals. As the saying goes, when in doubt, observe the exchange rate. The lesson from history for governments is that you cannot manage the economy with propaganda. In fact, you can engage in all the propaganda you want, but if the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. The type of free fall that we are seeing with the cedi exchange rate is a vote of no confidence by market players in the management of the economy. Indeed, many market players presently are pricing goods with the expectation that the exchange rate is going to be 2-to-1. It is almost there. The scary part of this is that we are only just past the first quarter of the year, and we have 3 more quarters to go, and the situation could therefore get worse. This development is not fair to the private sector, and it is certainly not fair to Ghanaians. The slide you are seeing here shows the comparative cedi performance comparatively between 1997 and 2000. I want you to look at this carefully. You saw this major depreciation between 1997 and 2000. Now, maybe the speculators were here. Between 2001 and 2004, they suddenly disappeared. 2005 and 2008, that whole period, this is where we are. Now, 2009 here to 17th April, the speculators are suddenly coming back. Now, what I want you to notice is that the depreciation that we are seeing today is occurring notwithstanding very improved conditions. We have oil, cocoa, and gold prices going on. And this graph is very interesting because it shows you the relationship between oil prices, for example, and the exchange rate depreciation. You saw in 2000, when the oil prices were going up, you saw the exchange rate depreciated quite steeply over that period. In 2001 to 2004, oil prices went up similarly, but you saw the exchange rate maintained relatively firm. Where were the speculators? Now, the simple reason is that the macroeconomic fundamentals were firm. What is even more interesting is the 2005 to 2008. You saw the oil prices going up all the way to 147. And what happened to exchange rate depreciation? This is the lowest. What this evidence shows is that the economic fundamentals have been weaker during the period of NDC government. And just small shocks, negative or positive, can destabilize the economy. Mr. Chairman, I want you to listen carefully, ladies and gentlemen. What is amazing is that what is amazing about the state of our economy with this graph that I'm showing here is that notwithstanding the oil discovery and oil production, notwithstanding the increase in cocoa prices, notwithstanding the increase in gold prices, Ghana's gross international reserves today cannot cover, is less than 3 months of imports. It's actually 2.4 months of imports. Mr. Chairman, with hard work and the support of Ghanaians, I believe we can achieve this and move Ghana forward together. Thank you for your...
So this is Mahmoud Bawumia. He's using Kufuor's indicators when Kufuor moved us to HIPIC. So he came in and paid Kufuor's indicators that were now trying to build itself, 0.09. Remember? Now, he used those indicators to let people believe that he has the magic touch. Now, the simplest question I want to ask this man is, what's the exchange rate now, today, as we speak, after the budget? After the budget, I want Bawumia to tell us the exchange rate today. And he needs to also tell us the exchange rate movement, because he said the exchange rate movement that will determine if your economy is doing well or your economy is doing bad. Now we want to know that what is the movement of the exchange rate, because he said when you are in doubt, observe the exchange rate. When you are in doubt of the economy, observe the exchange rate. So the question is, the exchange rate today, we are observing it. How can you explain to us that the exchange rate today does not, in fact, tell us that what you were saying then was a lie? And I'm saying, majority any PhD, but we are applying common sense. There is a reason why in Ghana for Obama Bagomiani Kufuado, because they made us understand. They said the figures they were showing us were the worst figures in our history. Now the question again is, what is the gross cover today? Our money today. How long can we spend our own money? Because we know that today the government is not having any space. We are trying to create space to borrow. We don't. If today we pay all our debt, all the expenditure, unnecessary spending, we cannot even pay only teachers in Ghana. We all know that because our GDP is 80%. So we 10 Ghana, 80% here, 20% and a year. So the question is simple. Too much work. Let's ask this guy. Let's ask this clown. Does he think that we are fools to again get up and follow him? Because I don't know what extraordinary thing you can do, because the fundamentals today is exposing you. Now let's listen to Bawumia again. He said a lot of things. Let's listen to him.
Individuals, we embarked on major tax reform in this budget so that people will understand that we meant what we said when we said we are moving from a focus on taxation to production. On the real estate sector, we abolished the VAT on real estate sales. We abolished the VAT on financial services. We abolished the capital gains tax on sales of shares on the stock exchange. We abolished import duty on spare parts. We abolished the 1% import levy. We abolished the domestic VAT on airline tickets. We have reduced significantly the VAT on small traders from 17.5% to 3%, a flat rate. And we are beginning this year discussion with ECOWAS under the Common External Tariff, which we will be successful, God willing. We are going to abolish all import duty on raw materials imported into Ghana and machinery imported into Ghana. What we have done so far is given meaning to our focus on production, because we believe that all these tax incentives would help, the private sector. And when they produce and make money, and we want the private sector to make money, then they can pay their fair share of taxes. But if you try to tax them ab initio, you may not get that much tax revenue. We also want to embark on a major industrialization drive. The program that we are doing, this is one district, one factory. That is, we have 216 districts in Ghana, and we are saying that
So let's go back to Bawumia's statement. From taxation to what? Production. All the taxes he was talking about in this video I just showed you, he said they had abolished them. Today in Parliament, all those taxes have been brought back. And who is going to pay? The same Ghanaian you were convincing and lying to. So sometimes me catch a Ghana for say, this guy is not an economist. This guy is a joker the NPP found. It suits you almost style of politics. This guy is the kind of joker they saw that anything you tell him to do, he would do to be paid. So when you listen to him today and you see what is happening today we are moving from taxation to production, or we are now going back to what you were saying was the worst thing ever to happen to Ghana? Because we are being taxed more than we are producing in this country. How many companies are producing today at their peak? And how many companies are being taxed today at their peak that they cannot even buy raw materials to produce? And this is basic economics. Unchantro, onimdia oka. He just wants power, and then he kept lying. The problem with Bawumia is say, Omo mandi chantro could do point to be, not on to mean sign. Until it got to a point he had to live with the lie. Or say in Toronto or the movie. Until you see him today, you can see say when he's talking, sometimes no people say I don't know because he tries to remember the lie he told. Until and click here, he needs a breather. Every liar or do baby or posse or who to be on code in the last time. Remember 2012, 13, 14, 15. Every single forum or fora Bawumia had in Ghana, it was written for him to read. It wasn't practical. It was theory. It was politics. It wasn't governance, politics to change, to turn into governance. No, it was just theory, theoretical. Just speak, let people think this can happen. So it was all a mirage. And somebody, a teacher can stand in front of you, teacher, with him. I'm a feel say, and the utsu abontina ubetuma are you plain. It is how a teacher never presenting your material. Obetumo feel say when you step out of your classroom, you can in fact become an engineer. Abra work class 6. If you get a teacher who can make you think, say you can do everything without making you know the reality, say you need to go through primary, JSS, SS. You go to university. You have to have a PhD. You need to before you can become a world-class engineer. Some teacher can make you think, say at tender age of 12 now will be a JSS 1. No, Obama feel say you can be the president of the republic. Because Umbusa said age better the president. Umbusa said what are the criteria? This is what Bawumia did to Ghana. Oma Ghana for Edwin say he was the Messiah, but he is basically the devil's son. So if you internet and then when he speaks, nobody listens because if even Christ in terminal if he had put some in practice, Nankam Kofono and Ghana for say they are getting a little bit of that in their life positively, they would have relaxed. But it is looking like continuously they are being burdened by taxes. Yet they said Mahama dollars be a tier taxation to production. And them tell me who Ghana any company a producer at its peak. No company in Ghana. And this guy did everything. The NPP, Gabi, what they did to Akufo-Addo now, brandy Akufo-Addo, they branded this joker. So it became untouchable. The media also protected Bawumia. They didn't allow people to question his theory. So all that happened was we had to soak it. We had to believe it. The reality is catching up today. We have walked back or backslided like 4 or 5 years. Because from the time Bawumia them speak this country and see today and just put what he said and today side by side, it will show you clearly, say, where we were yesterday. If we had taken our time, we would have been at a better place. So we need to understand some things as Ghanaians. Now, Bawumia.
These decisions with the objective of increasing trade facilitation and efficiency and revenue. Port revenue depends on volume. Port revenue depends on volume. So if you don't have the trade facilitation, you will not have the volume. And if you don't have the volume, you will not have the revenue. And this is that is what the thinking that is informing these decisions. So we are looking at increasing revenue. But to do so, we cannot be uncompetitive between Ghana and our next door neighbors. That is just shooting ourselves in the foot. So, to reduce the incidence of smuggling and enhance revenue, the benchmark delivery values of imports will be reduced by 50%. This, however, for vehicles, the reduction will be 30%. This is because vehicles already attract an amount of depreciation, which if you factor it in, it will take you closer to the 50%. This will be effective.
This is the same Bawumia. You heard him. Now, we are going to make the mayor. say I read the budget anyway. I want you people to know who Bawumia is. Every single statement he has made, or he's made before he became president or vice, or since he became president or vice, you are beginning to see who Bawumia is. This is a typical liar. He only preys on the ignorance of the people. He writes on that thing now. Among for a Kritiama is Bawumia is a unique economist. Remember, Bawumia now a deputy governor of Bank of Ghana. No, only the governor. He didn't have what it takes to be the governor of Bank of Ghana. I am doing this because me pesa Ghana for who be bia sa abozigi we ediababedu. And why as Ghanaians sometimes or say nyabotre na ya dwene nyoma bi ho ansa na you make a decision. We cannot just jump because somebody is speaking grammar, because some kasachole or some talkative is just throwing figures around so onimnyansa. And this is something we have been doing since we were kids. Even your school cry the way they bebrebe no on or smart kid. It doesn't work like that. Bawumia talked or spoke like a parrot. He didn't give anybody room. Wama obia space mana and challenge no. In fact, when you want to look at it critically, you will see, say, Bawumia is the worst economist in Ghana. Because everything Bawumia has said has never manifested. And if you want us to pick it one after the other, you will sit back over Tenassi and say, this guy is a liar. He just did politics. He doesn't understand governance. Because governance is a process. Governance is like making soup. Politics is basically like you are part of a team. Any day, you better make a change or perform my own bobby. But making soup, you cannot go wrong because the moment you put too much salt, that is governance, you have messed everything up. So Bawumia is just a cheerleader. Or Katim no he is not part of the real thing. He does not understand what happens on the field. Tactical play. Baby also how number 8 has to position himself. How a keeper needs to pick a player out and throw the ball to. But all that he understands is to cheer the team. But when you are governing, it's like making soup. Making a complicated soup to set up a prekesem kwine. Because you need to know how much prekese you put in the abenkwine. You need to know how much tomatoes goes inside. You need the little mistake you make, either the soup, untmindi, and that's also tugu. And these are two different things. To Bawumia, a cheerleader or a supporter. But your basse afe ombrambe young kwina on to me, and I say, Yakaso be a pra ombrema. Yakaso uncle midfielder or nimbe be a midfielder. But Ojinanchea obetuma cheer team no on for you to think, say, this guy is with the team, he knows all the tactics because they be playing or training field. But governance, no, you need jinima, and that is what Bawumia is. In fact, Bawumia say, you're very honest with him. Now, what you be to say free Bawumia?
We don't have to borrow money from anywhere. Just toll the various sections of the road and we'll raise the money to do the roads in Ghana. We don't have to borrow money from anywhere. Just toll the various sections of the road and we'll raise the money to do the roads in Ghana. We don't have to borrow money from anywhere. Just toll the various sections of the road and we'll raise the money to do the roads in Ghana.
You see the way he speaks about construction of road? Of importance behind intellectualism behind Tachu. He does what you call roadside politics. And that tolls now say young created tolls more Ghana. Now yamfa and accrue a lot of revenue, no. And the mobile catcher say tolls no, it's not important again. You're scrapping in now. But last year, a year from now, 2 years ago, and last year, these people were in Parliament. They came to read the budget and told us that toll levies are the only way Ghanaians able to accrue a lot of income, revenue through there. Niantiha. Ofurata assured us they have thought through it, through the economic management team, the finance ministry. Omar Tinasa said this is the solution. And this solution, you can't get it wrong because they are the economic managers. They know economics. They know how to govern. Today, they came and Omakache said, that decision no making a decision. How should anybody hand over a country to these people again? And a whole person, a whole vice president who is leading The economic management team say, just put road tolls and you take the money and construct road. Do you know what goes into building a road, constructing 1 kilometer road? Do you know what goes into it? You know the due diligence. You know the test of the soil. You know how the PPA, the process. Do you know? You just don't speak like a clown. Governance is a serious business. Governance is not for jokers. Governance is for people who can look at situations and not think the way we are all thinking. Think differently. Governance is when somebody sits in Accra and says, I am the leader. When somebody is coming from Legon or from Adenta all the way to Circle, the person needs to wake up at 4 a.m. I need to cut that time they are wasting because he needs to wake up at 4 a.m. because there's going to be traffic all the way from Adenta to Circle. Time Ben Obedu. We are talking about time consumption. The person could have stayed home and take care of his kids and leave home at 6 a.m. Now, I need to do something to make sure, say, people at Adentano, almost sorry, and past 6 by 6:45, they need to be at Circle. Shisha Monyama, Eton Monyama. And yes, sorry, and 4. Obedu Circle, Kurano, 8:30. Still, what bread, on to me concentrating into Obedu say, let me build that road. Nembedu Circle. Nemfre BB, a highway, Circle interchange. Into Drua, traffic will be eased. Traffic will be mre. Senebeya, omo mu free. The other side, then you be clamp or Circle no. E mu be mre. Senebeya traffic will ease. Into these are things rational, visionary people think about. So with that, no. Ofu bi obetuma ka say yembe ye ebede niama and they say yenya kwan o ye kwan ne sen obi atumi ye kwan but a kwan be na betumi ama economic activities no aya quicker, faster, and also people, their lives will be easy. So obi to be now say there's something happening at Kaswa. When you move from Kaneshi to cross to Kaswa to go to the central region, it takes you over 2 hours. What can we do? There are other small towns are people need to branch. Let's go and ease it. We cannot just build one road. Because the moment you build one road, people will still come close to there and you cannot still control the traffic. So do an overpass. Let some go down. Let's be, so we'll be now, and I'll say, I need to be a vision, somebody with vision to think through that. And then Kaswa was built. And yet just the bridge, and yet just the schools were built. And yet hospitals were built. Nani nina kahu. You see, so that is what we call you are a visionary leader. Oh, how to make the people's lives easy. Because at your stages when you are governing, it is stages. You cannot do everything at a time. And Nintina MPP by power, they can say the free SHS now is dangerous because it's a process. It should be progressive. The infrastructure should be ready. You cannot build. If you can't build, you cannot manage it. But we were insulted. They told us we are fools. Now, see kids. See how our senior high school has been messed up. No schools are being built again. The ones which were built have not been opened. You speak about it. A president will sit at the radio station, like I said, no one could see it. The insult, the arrogance. And these were the people, say, the battle is the Lord. Your problem is my problem. Today, or to France, also all the holidays, or rented jets. Your taxes here and they be come That is what we are talking about. And when you look at somebody like Baumia critically, now pa na otumika asembisu to say
the MPP will shift the focus of economic policy away from taxation to production. So we are going to move away from taxation to production. From taxation to production.
So let's study Baumia very well. He's into this slogan. He's into this comedy. He's into this come along, let's sing. Let's jamboree, yenchi soroku. He's always like, teachers are struggling. Teacher trainees are struggling. He does not know how to even make this work. Slogan. Yenchi soroku. Obika bi buamia chasa I didn't make it sense. It doesn't work like that because the reality is on the ground. The reality is you want to absorb all these students, these kids into school. How are you going to keep them in school? You need infrastructure. You need to open it up. Have you been able to do that? The issue here is you want to create jobs. You came, there were banks. If even some had defaulted, all that you had to do was to sustain the banks and make sure you rectify the problem. Send people will not lose their jobs. People will not lose their investment. As we speak, you spend so much money to close banks that you could use a tiny bit of money to resolve a problem. So who is a fool here? And these are some of the things that PhD to be on this show. You need common sense. Allow yourself to listen and apply it. And slogans, propaganda, for more for nana, the battle is the Lord. No, when you be or nyamenyom, or netu nyamenyom, dana samwa, wabeji hini tirun koni kontinitri, and then yamena uswafro, those things can't help the nation. Sam kwasi nyamenyom no, and nyamena afro, and the battle is the Lord. Massa, you are not the only country that knows God. Israel for Krampankasana, at a point, God left them. So you need to understand it is through hard work. Israel for na mudu ama na mo de ntumakata mukom ye Israel for nyame. They were slaves. They had to work their way out. They knew they had their God, but they had to work hard to get to their destination. Canaan asase no mokoso no oman tena from nsan shom de from anka say ye nyame bi wo ho ntie tena ha e nyame na betam ye. They relied on their God, but they worked towards it. So you can't get somebody to come sit there and tell you, say, the battle is the Lord, breaking the eight. Now you say it will work. It is not going to work. It is about practicality. It's about making sure on the ground you are doing your job. And that is what this NPP government is missing. Makacho, it is a political institution. This group, it is not a managing institution. They are good at propaganda. They don't know how to govern. They are totally two different things. Governance is difficult. Governance is very difficult. Before they came to power, the administration before them, John Mahama administration, they were using V8s. They were using Land Cruisers. Today, Akufo-Addo came to power. He scrapped all those cars. He bought new, fresh Lexus. Do you know the number of Lexus Akufo-Addo bought? Over 300. And Land Cruisers now, which were there, what has happened to them? And these are serious stuff. And these are not things you have to sit and smile. No. These people have destroyed the economy. They have finished us. Why do you come in and say, the Land Cruisers now presidency, you don't want it. You came to buy fresh Lexus forerunners. Why? But you came in telling us that you are going to protect the public purse. You don't do that. You cannot protect the public purse with this kind of attitude. We don't need to have PhD to understand that these people cannot govern. Now, let me ask you a simple question. Do you think, why Guinea will say, answer na yendu 2024, not petrol, no, you test about 2 cities. You did lie. 3 cities, 5 cities, you did lie. It will never happen. You know why? Because this government is consuming more than it's producing. We don't produce anything. It is talk. Digital. Now, we ask digital. If you don't have that idea to produce, it's a waste of everybody's time. This e-digital and this thing they are talking about, say the Baumia it was started by the last administration, and these are things they are there. You remember the day they were launching this e-digital platform for what do you call it? A platform, a common platform for government institutions to all get on. It was there. It was Ghana.gov. The first administration had put together. And the idea was to do this. But you take time to make sure things come together. These guys came. The idea was there. All that they do is they change names. NAPE or not NAPE. It had its own name. And I'm changing NAPE. It is somebody's idea. Give credit. Napco Krampona Omoya Napko. It was an idea. So I don't know what these people want. They can't govern. They cannot create anything again. They are done. And what ditto. Let me tell you people something. Baumia or a Christmas shoe. We need Christmas shoe. Baumia to say, sa Christmas in Pobuana ya twa. Christmas in Kwani ya shano. Ya pon Christmas and one on na see it 24th, 25th. 26th, Osha Sampo Buana Sibetu. Baumia is like this. So when in Baumia, this is Baumia. So this is Bawumia. Bronya na 24 fuko kejeti egum bebre kwan no ho. Efe ebonyom skini ede. Osha 24th na 25th osha 26th na see too because it was made for the occasion Christmas ngwa. And Bawumia was made for that MPP occasion in 2012, 13, 14 just to entertain and lie to them. He wasn't built to govern. Bawumia was built to do propaganda. So anything that ended Yohana Bawumia, people are still trying to understand him. No, his usefulness is done. He's not useful again. What can he do? What can he create? What ideas again we done? Comedy also digital. Bawumia is a typical disco shoe. He's needed at a certain time. We throw him away because we needed him for something. And what the NDC and Ekufuado Gabi Asocherako them needed was a joker who could entertain the public with words. And what they did was they used him for that. And after that, the practical job, they are not getting anyone to do it. Into Bawumia, technically, he's a Christmas shoe. His usefulness is done. He's useless. We cannot rely on Bawumia. We are taxing the people more than producing. You promise the people you are going to produce and less the taxes. Now, as we sit here, who is the liar? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to continue this editorial. I'm going to go and do social media, kakra. I'll open the phone lines for you to call. There are some points in the budget, and as a budget now, I need to also stress or talk about it. Here we are. My small editorial will be about the Momo transfer. Taxa, I'll explain something to you. Me who say Vim lady, I could be on the platform also. The page say this is a good initiative. See that it is the best. Yeba taxi Momo ewo Ghana. I'm going to explain to you. Enya obi otima ikechibia na sebio or that intelligence to look at issue and break it down. With all due respect, Bawumia, this is how much he's worth. All right, so let me read this for you to hear. Somebody just sent a message here, and I think it's one. So it says, "Bro, Bawumia was too young and inexperienced to have been made governor of Bank of Ghana. He used to babysit my cousins, and way back at Cantonment when my when my uncle was the chairman of this institution during President Rawlings' time. Bawumia's dad then was chairman of the Council of State. He and my uncle's left for the UK to study a year apart from each other. My uncle's wake-keeping is happening and Bawumia is here. The body will be flown Upper East tomorrow and all that. Bawumia thought joining the MPP was a shortcut for his political star, but he's damaged. He's a damaged goods now. This is coming from somebody who really knows Bawumia. All right, let's touch on a few things about budget. Now, main church and then we move forward. I think it looks like everybody's attentive today. Obia Edin also care, and this is what we have to do now. Obia Enya Botren also keep what we are doing. That is how we are going to deal with the issues from now. I feel na yebe to nyama abasa break things down. Na Ghana for where we are heading. Bawumia is a Christmas shoe. Now, this is also here. This government is talking so much and this and this. You see this? Ghana imports toothpick worth 18 million from China. This story is all the way in 2018. Now the question is, are we still importing toothpick in Ghana? 18 million, 180 billion old Ghana as early as 2018. We were importing toothpick. We are talking about digitization. We are talking about one district, one factory. We are talking about taxation to production, right? Now the question is, this is a 2018 story. We sit here in Ghana today. Everything is digitization. Are we still importing toothpick as a nation? Under Bawumia and Ekufuado, who know omunim bibia we asim, or we have stopped. This is just 2 years ago or 3 years ago. I need answers. We want to know, say, what has changed? Have they brought something? Toothpick. It is 2018, 18 million cedis. Into the question today is, are we still importing them? Common toothpick. Let's move forward. Now, I saw this today and I thought to say it's a story. It's quite, it doesn't make any sense. Fisheries Ministry donate fingerlings to James Camp Prison. Kita school boys. Inti how a kumis ni jai juma biya oye and wako donate kita school boys ama prison. So it is news. Inti ye nyina ye njai adintra how a kumis na ko present kita school boys ama prisoners. So the Home Minister leaves the office, leaves work, and say, Kita school boys be or young fan come prison. They let the media follow me. This is where we are. And this is the person who said, Obey Fisheries Minister. Then she will come and change how our fisheries ministry or how our fisheries whatever looks.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I will try my best. Fish farming is the process of rearing of fish in the reservoirs and the fish ponds, etc. Thank you.
You see, at first, a year or so ago, this was very funny. And but it is not getting funny anymore. It is dangerous. Where we are heading to, we are done. Sauti and the budget now, we are done. A funeral announcement, no bikano. They came to announce and say, you people are on your own. You are dead. We cannot revive you people. You are done. Because the budget these guys read, there was nothing in there that gives hope to anyone. There was nothing in there that gives the government worker hope to commit, put their lives on the line and work seriously to make the government make some good money. It didn't shake anybody. It didn't give anybody any encouragement to be a patriotic citizen. That budget this guy read today, it does not encourage anyone to bring their money into Ghana. It is never going to encourage any investor. Because what the man was saying today clearly showed that they don't have ideas. They are done. So we don't see these things and laugh. And what hurts is this woman is enjoying the best of everything. She's paid well. We are paying her. It isn't funny anymore. We used to laugh about these things. Oh, where politics win. But it is getting to that point where it's dangerous. There could be a civil uprising. Because the pressure, I'm going to tell you this. In the next month or two, armed robbery is going to escalate. Nobody's talking about the number of people who lost their jobs. Time and Kofobe closing banks in our Ghana. The number of people who lost their investment. The number of Ghanaians who were legally licensed to mine. Excavators. Those people employed young men and women who did not have anywhere to go. And these people are all home. These taxes we are applying today, they are all going to feel the heat. They are serious things that we sit here and we laugh about it. Free SHS, it has brought out or it has released a lot of young men and women in the system. How many of the free SHS students were able to make it to the tertiary? It's less than 5%. All these guys in the system, they are growing. Their responsibilities are getting plenty. It's going to get to a point they'll crack. It's not a joke. These things these guys came to say today, they came to tell you there's nothing new. We are done. We are finished, you people. Yeni MPP ne de kasa ne beje man yenim man ni bu. Yen jai sa we free ha, we free ha. Ne yen hwen nsem no. Let's move forward. Let me show you something. Now we come back to this issue. 2022 budget. Government abolishes road tolls, Momo transactions, levy introduced, and that is Star FM reporting this. Now let's stick to a year road tolls. Now the whole government comes, and there's one thing that is funny. OTA story about say public road tolls. Do we have private road in Ghana? When did you ever see a road they say a private road? And they write these grammars and they come. And then when they come, they'll come and tell us, say, oh, last no yes, we need the best plan, pa. But then there's our plan in your plan, papa. So plan, papa, ben oh. And when you say levies, road tolls, then the question is, how many people in Kurase or Ghana and the two kind use toll? How many people in Ghana, Asenkrigwa, Bole, how many people cross to how many people? It is all in Accra and Kumasi. Even in Kumasi city itself, how many people pay tolls? How many? So the question is, in the first place, the decision was a wrong decision. They didn't think through it. Now you come and you tell us, the decision now was in and then the creme de la creme that was going to change the destiny of this nation, rake in more revenue. No, we don't like it again. Then it means you are indecisive, you are incompetent, you cannot think to make a decision for us. Because what you are telling us today, tomorrow you come and tell us that the old culture and it is also stupid. So how do we believe people like that? Because when they came to tell us that road levy was a road tolls, they told us it was going to be the unique thing that would change. It was going to help us. And you heard Baumia say, let's take the tolls and use that to build the roads, like Obisi Muchia. And the same people turn around in a year to come and tell you, wait there, it was a bad idea. So if we are going to insult the people who decide or made that first decision, who are we supposed to insult? If we are going to say somebody misled a whole nation, who are we supposed to blame? The NPP government. Bawumia, anyone who wants to lead the NPP, this government is a fake government. So it is important. So we now after they spoke, he presented the budget. You saw somebody like this. Now Muntieno or your MPO. And then you sit there and say, are these the people who are going to take Ghana to that land where every young man will have hope in Ghana? Where every civil servant will believe in the system again, where we can sit and say, in the next 2 years, we know there's a future. This is a young politician. Politics are baffled. There are so many politicians, we have less thinkers, less people who can govern. Listen to this boy. Ghana, I'm sad for you. It's terrible, guys.
Honorable, thank you so much for your time on GBC News. The minority expected an austerity budget where government will tighten its expenditure because of our revenue position as a country. But instead, government is daring. Government is going to expend more. Government is offering more to the private sector. How will this impact the country's debt levels?
Well, the economics that we are doing is not a straitjacket one. Especially because of the background of 2 years that's under recognition. Now, I will say this because the yardstick to which we were doing our economics in 2017 is different from what we are doing in 2020. Because in 2020, 2021, we have been affected by a global challenge, a global difficulty. And that global difficulty is the outbreak of COVID. So you cannot continue to be doing the same thing and expect to get the same results. Now, because of the COVID-19, our revenue mobilization, especially domestic revenue mobilization, was affected. And for that matter, we had businesses collapsing. We had businesses collapsing. If you have businesses collapsing in such a way, what it means is that now people have been unemployed. You need to create a budget that can support people to be able to a private sector that can give them jobs, and that is what we are doing. So today,
there's a young politician Obiadjin said these are some of the people who go there and make a change. How can you compare this guy's intelligence to Ablakwa? How can you compare this guy's intelligence to Sam George? How can you compare this guy's intelligence to Abu Jinapo, to somebody like Ofusukwachi? And tomorrow, this guy is going to come sit there and say, yeah. Because a party brought him. He's basically a poodle. He's a police dog. What was he actually talking about? Nipa na atu abama na asumano. What was this boy talking about? He was jumping from COVID to entrepreneur to what was he discussing? He does not understand. Everybody has passed COVID in the world. Majority of the countries around the world have come to understand that COVID came, we have solved our problem, we need to move. Only Ghana. And the reason is because these people know they have no other ideas to show Ghanaians. So the only thing they can do is to blame COVID for everything. Let's talk about COVID. COVID-19 sikano ewen. So for Yakufu, Oko Kana this year because say you don't respect. But Ghana for sikana shana talk. So why are we still talking about COVID-19 if we cannot account for the money that came in? You can only speak on COVID-19 only when you can account for the money that came in, because we all saw the amount of money that came in during COVID-19. Nobody wants to talk about the money, how it was spent, how it was used, but people are still using COVID-19 as what? The excuse of this dwindling economy. This vice president and this finance minister told us that this economy was resolute, was resilient, and that it could stand any shock for about 8 months. They told us in plain words. COVID-19 hit less than a month. It went for billions. Today we ask about Sikanowen, not done in Tokwa. But still, yet and yeah, politics, and yes, so nipa to man. These people cannot govern. I swear to God. In this era, sa aban we wine a kasa wujidi. Sometimes you are Ghanaian and more politics pan busa who say aban we wine to me kasa mami jidi. Whose words do you believe? Because every government you need 1 or 2 people you can take their word and hold on to and say there's hope. Who do you believe in this NPP government? Alan Cash, Baumia, Ekufuado, Bedietu, Gabi, why Atachia? Who do you believe? You can say that this person, at least I know he's got credibility, that I can hold on to this person's word. Wana, kachreme, niemboni panidinwaha. Nobody. You get it? So we don't have a government. As we speak today, where is your president? As we speak today, the tidal wave issue. Baumia has been president for almost 4 days now, or 3 days. He's not gone there because he has been instructed by Ukpo. Don't do that. I want to phone you. Don't dare. Has he gone there? He's not going to go. You expect this guy to be president for everybody in Ghana whilst Ekufuado sits back? This guy cannot wash his own balls. Ekufuado will have to tell him when and how to wash his own balls. He's not a man enough. And sometimes when you say all these things, somebody's like, me say Alan Cash is terrible than Baumia. You know why? Because Alan Cash has proven he's a hypocrite. This is the time we need Alan Cash to say enough is enough. Ghanaians are the people we want to rule. After you exit, we also want to lead. Why are you destroying everything? Ghanaians, this is not right. But Alan Cash, as always, is a coward. And a coward cannot lead. Because every decision that Ekufuado and his government, they have decided or decision they've taken at cabinet, Alan Cash has been part of everything since day one. The tidal wave issue, Alan Cash were a cabinet member. Why haven't you spoken? But he will come and say, I bought 1,000 bags of cement. Volta Region MPP, Ejimi Fuomonje, and we will get some fools who don't even have a place to stay. As we speak, their houses have been submerged. They will go and say, Alan Cash thinks about me. You are a fool. Let's go. We say in the note editorial, we are doing it. Now see this. Government announces innovative ways to collect property tax into Krutwo. Now, the government is saying, we use MMDCs to collect more property tax, then we can accrue more revenue. If you've listened to this budget very well, our budget way, the budget was never clear on anything. How we can say confidently we're going to make money from here. You could see they are touching on different things. They are not even sure. Because the MMDC, the local government, they have been taking their internally generated funds for the past 5 years. What have they done with it? How are they able to access that even? The way they mobilize, the way they are able to raise revenue locally, are they able to do it smoothly? So if a government comes and say, that is another option that we can rake in revenue, you know the government has no options. Is this the major idea or the major policy or the major kind of creativity or whatever, geniusness or whatever to rake in money? Where we are in the ditch. We need super crazy ideas. We don't need co-mini ideas. So the MMDCs, the local government, the whatever district assemblies, ask them. So you don't sit in Accra and say everything. And I heard the finance minister say every 90% of the taxes we are collecting in Ghana today are all from Accra. Why wouldn't it come from Accra? Because since you guys came into power, you have not decentralized the public anything you are doing. It has always been in Accra. Every nonsense happens in Accra. Every nonsense is built in Accra. Every administration block is in Accra. So everything is in Accra. So how do you expect people at Bekwai in the Ashanti region? How do you expect the Eastern region? How do you expect the Volta region? How do you expect the Northern region to be paying taxes? Because they don't see any impact in their lives. They are not seeing any infrastructure development. They are not seeing that the government actually thinks about them. So if somebody is even eligible to pay taxes, why should I pay? Because they are sitting in Accra. Everything is in Accra. So for the finance minister to say 90% of people who pay taxes in Ghana are all in Accra, he should be smart to know that that statement alone shows clearly that you have neglected the nation. It is only one place that you think is Ghana. And sometimes I look at the IGP Dampare, and he's only visiting car stations in Accra. Go to me say, Ghana is not Accra. Open it up. Try and reach Ghana and you will see poverty. So these are things that we have to be looking at. MMDs is when you read the story, it says, Mr. Speaker, property rates have the potential to increase revenue mobilization for MMDAs and release resources for provision of basic infrastructure as well as the needs of our localities. End of quote. He went on to say, and I quote, property rate assessment and collection pose a challenge to most MMDAs and are fraught with inefficiencies. End of quote. Says the government through the Ghana Revenue Authority, GRA, will from January 2022 assist the MMDAs to implement a common platform for property rate administration to enhance revenue collection and blah, 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 blah. 5 years. We have now realized that Intokrutuo or property tax is the savior. Now, the GRA is now thinking of how. And if you listen to this budget very well, everything is in the future tense. We will. We shall. It's will. We will create. They could not make any emphatic statement. Because as we sit here, there are no ideas. So now we have to wait for GRA to put together some kind of payment platform. That one is another 2 years old. To put together some other payment platform that will start working efficiently. Because when you put together the payment processing platform, it needs to be worked on. It needs to be corrected. And you know bureaucracy. 5 years. That's what I'm telling you. They are done. You see, they don't have any space again. Now they are at their limit. How come a government or a country are a GDP 80%? We are now looking at MDAs to collect what we call property tax to come and save us. You know our debts? Do you know where we are? Because the MDAs, they have their own problems to deal with. We need a holistic, more advanced, more thought through policy to rake in. And what are we doing? We are now falling on the local government. So at the end of the day, you could see, say, it's a pay as you go government. No ideas. Because the issue is, what is going to make them make some money? No, it is not coming again. Now they can borrow. Now the bonds they are selling, no, the bonds, nobody is interested. So what are they doing now? And they can tax more again. Even the urban cry and pay. So what did they do? Now they come and sing a song to you. Oh, you want an opportunity? MMDs, they can create, they can bring money. Oh, this place too, we have seen it. What you going to have? You be told about Nina. Yeah, empty and Mumbo. What is that? You think that can solve Ghana's problem now? You see where we are. Now see this. Five interchanges to be constructed in Greater Kumasi metro area. Politics. Me say, Oma onho kwanya enobi befro so yakwasi ampenyi. I have said this and I normally say this to the people in the Ashanti region, especially Kumasi. Say Oma onho kwanya say yakwasi enobi befro kwasi ampenyi. Don't give yourself that don't allow people to get that opportunity. Agenda 111 I could say Kumasi. They are starting I could saying. Agenda 111 na yebe cha ano ewu Kumasi no. Then na kusi how far are we? Hospitals na kusi saying Kumasi de na ne kufu to blog no. Muncha picture and chere me. And then this guy tells you say Oba Kumasi basi 5 interchanges. Are interchanges our problem now? Are they our priority? We need more roads outside Accra and Kumasi, roads, cocoa roads that will bring the cocoa in. It will bring the coconuts in. Roads that will bring things that we can sell and make better money. Interchanges is a luxury. Say to me, solve problems with the rural roads. The farmers who are at the backbone of this nation get access to the produce. Yet to me, say, abrobe 50,000 pieces to go and I say, we can go there within a day and bring everything back, process it. That is when you are building. Interchanges now is good, but it is not our priority. But they are doing politics with everything because young country Santifo say, interchanges 5 in less than 5 years, in less than 4 years. Santifo Jimiana. And I always say Ghana for young Kwasiafo. You cannot even build a simple road. When I talk about simple road, a 2-kilometer road, 3-kilometer road, Kumasi environs, you cannot even do those roads. You are going to build 5 interchanges. That is why I was saying, say, when you allow or when you give yourself the opportunity, give people that opportunity, they will insult you. And this is an insult to my brothers and sisters in the Ashanti region. The government cannot build any interchange in Kumasi. And you people know for a fact, Omun to mean see. But Omun says, Sebio, and I keep saying this, Oma who quite so a question penny and will be before so a question penny. Mumbuso almost said, Agenda 111, Akwisi saying, how many of the Kumasi town roads have been built? Build a town roads for people. They can go back and forth, go do business and come back home and know that their life, their business went on well. Later, you can think of an interchange. What are you talking about? Build roads that will bring farm produce. That is the backbone of the economy. And go for to cocoa, na cocoa na pro urim because a quanka krebi ebe yamam de cocoa na ba kroma Ghana scano. Those roads have not been fixed. You are going to build interchange from scratch. You are sick. The cocoa roads that the NDC administration gave out, say contract, mobile and mobile mu say you are evaluated to date. None of these roads have been started. And it hurts me because the media in Ghana, they don't want to speak. You need to do these things so that pressure will be on any government of the day. And these are the things you do. You don't need to have a PhD to be a journalist. You don't need to have the best of D&D. You don't need to speak the best of grammar. You don't need to dress like a clown. You don't need to have the best of suit. You just have to have common sense, application, apply it. Look at the people's problem and speak on it. Let the people understand that you are there for them. You are exposing things that people are supposed to. Somebody needs to do his job. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Because somebody too is paying their taxes. That is what I'm trying to tell you. As far as people are paying their taxes, somebody needs to do their job. So if you refuse to do your job and you come and rant, at that point, I have to use any word I need to use up. Because for the past 5 years, no MP, no minister has come out to say, my salary never dropped, my allowance never dropped, my car never dropped, my $100,000 never dropped. Every single minister got whatever they were told to be given. So why are we not getting what we were promised? What the Constitution says, continue the project you came to meet. Why are we quiet? And this has been in the budget for NOB Can for almost 4 years now. Every budget this statement is in. Because he needs to prepare your mind. He needs to let you know they don't respect you. This particular thing has been in the budget for the past 5 years. We will do interchange in Kumasi. We will do interchange in Kumasi. We will do interchange in Kumasi. The bang na santifo. Yebe soraka se yenyam kwasiafo. Untumi mbuya nimtiasa yenjimi yeu. We know what goes into an interchange. It does not take 3 years to build an interchange. So what are you doing? Especially a government that is not making money. A government that owes. A government today. So you can't lie like that. See, it says City TV is interviewing a Roman father instead of discussing the budget. They are interviewing a Roman father right now, City TV. They are interviewing a Roman father. You see where we are today? And then people like us and other people who have put their life on the line to inform Ghanaians, they come at us. Why? They need to gag us. They need to stop us. They need to put all their wealth in it to stop us because we are enlightening Ghanaians. Oh, nipa bibini Jimmy. Some of them too are supporting the fools who want to gag us. Supporting the mad people who want to gag us. That is the problem of Ghana. Let me tell you for a fact. If I shut my company down today, if I pay my guys off and I shut it down, I will lose nothing. Nothing. I'm doing this because you people. Enti nipa na omu wo na omu jimi na mo be stop omo no na mo encourage omu jimi no. It is not my problem. After all, say Nyankopon na di we ma me se menya, that is what I have to do on earth to leave this earth. At least I have accomplished that. You see, it hurts when you see an MP for 24 years, Kennedy Japan go to his constituency, almost 20 something years. Now, share the pictures of the constituency. And you still see people there voting. Then it becomes so difficult for people like us to sit here and speak for Ghanaians. Yes. Now, when you are still saying this guy needs to be MP. The job he was given for 20 years, he has not been able to do it. Ontumi si toilet, ontumi si school, ontumi project, but ontumi nyakwan. What is his job? Why are you keeping him? So when we sit here and we start to open these people up, then people think you are the enemy. So I think it's a psychological thing. As Ghanaians, we have a psychological problem because we don't want development. But what hurts is those people here in America, UK, Germany, wherever, they want development. They enjoy what they are enjoying today. They are so happy about it. They get happy. They love it because they don't see dust. Their kids are going to a better school. The economy is working. When they work, they are paid on time. They pay their taxes without feeling bad. But the same people we're talking about, a whole MP for 20-something years hasn't done a dime. And these people will turn around and say, kill Kevin Taylor, because he's trying to tell you people the taxes you have paid this MP for 20 years, he has not delivered. Kill Kevin Taylor and we will be happy. And then what? It's a simple thing. And then what? 2022 budget, NAPCO recruits to enjoy 1-year contract extension. What kind of try at all? These people they are owing them 6 months. They've not paid them. Now he comes again and does politics. And you see young men and women supporting this. This statement is not an emphatic statement. It does not say you have a life. It does not say you are going to be given a sustainable job. A job that you can put your hope in and say in the next 3-4 years, I can also be somebody and also take care of somebody. This is nothing. Somebody says, I'm giving you a 1-year contract. Whilst the same person telling you that is owing you today. Do you think any of these countries we live in, a politician will make that statement, I'm giving you 1-year contract for what? It means they are cleaning their ass. They don't have a plan for NAPCO. If today they had come and said NAPCO Fonkofi, and you don't know something, 90% of NAPCO Fonkofi are only party foot soldiers. 10% depend on legit Ghanaians. No more person ye BB. And they are 90% are party foot soldiers. I don't want to payroll. So we are the ones paying them every month. They are party foot soldiers, and they all know. So they can never cut that out because majority of their communicators, majority of these people walking around say MPP for no, that is where they take their salary, their party card normally. Yeah. So every month they go take 700 Ghana. If you cut that, your communication is done. Because majority of these communicators on radio and on TV misbehaving, fooling, that is their salary. So why should they cut off their party members' salary? And there's someone lose the election, so they will actually put us on the chopping board. So they have actually done what? Extended paying their foot soldiers. Because on record, it was supposed to be a 2-year or 3-year job. Finished work. We employ you, we put you in a permanent job. Today, we have extended your 1 year. So, where's the gap? Who are you talking to? Who are you lying to? These are serial callers. Because they needed to find a way to employ them indirectly so that they could sustain them. Anything in Ghana, Breno, we are throwing our money out indirectly. We don't see how we are spending our money because the government of the day is spending more on unnecessary things than to use the money for something. So the NAPCO no because one more another 1-year contract. And your party foot soldiers, serial callers, and you extend your contract for 1 year. Me say we are legitimate Ghanaians, young men and women, are now more NAPCO no do 10%. See this. 2022 budget. Ebri Gardens, Yas Santoa Mausoleum to be upgraded. Upgraded to Dieng. I've been to Ebri. How are you going to upgrade it? Because every tree at Ebri needs to be there. You can't take it off. All the things at Ebri, every plant at Ebri, you cannot move it. That is what Ebri is. That is how it was made. Ebri Botanical Gardens was strategically made. CBN has a reason. Now, when you say you are going to upgrade it, are you going to go build a restaurant there? Or what are you going to do? You are going to do the main gate. You are going to do a new main gate there. You have no ideas. Santoa Mausoleum, let me tell you, 99% of people who enter Ghana as foreigners, they enter Ghana because of Kwame Nkrumah, and it is a fact. They never enter Ghana because of Yas Santoa. A few people come to Ghana to hear about Yas Santoa. A few people come to Ghana to hear about Ebri. A few people come to Ghana to hear about whatever. The main reason people come to Ghana is because of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. And you had a whole budget. You could not put Kwame Nkrumah Mausoleum in. Because if you're talking about your tourism, the heart of Ghana's tourism is Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. It's like when you go to South Africa, the heart of South African tourism is Nelson Mandela. You people are doing politics with everything. You deliberately decide to suppress what will relieve the people, what will liberate the people. You people, and these people are the people destroying us. Who will live in Nkrumah Mausoleum and go all the way to Ebri and go all the way to Yas Santoa Mausoleum? I said 99% of foreigners who enter Ghana, 99% of foreigners who meet us and some Ghanaians outside, they ask about Kwame Nkrumah. They never ask about Yas Santoa. Who is Yas Santoa? Don't get me wrong. I respect her. She's part of our history. But we are talking about who brings in the money. It's Kwame Nkrumah. He brings in the money. So because of tribalism, because you want to deliberately suppress history that even the gods cannot suppress. Nobody can suppress the history of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. The gods of our land cannot even do it. How much more man? Now let's deal with this and I'll open the phone lines. Government to tax Momo bank transaction over 100 Ghana cedis. Now, this should worry every single Ghanaian. You know why? When this government came to power, what this government did was to search for the spine that held the economy. And then they broke it. Now let me tell you why. A bank will buy a first thing or good banks. And you have to understand and say, every businessman in Ghana worked with a bank in Ghana. Every single business you see, small or big, if even that business is working with a credit union, that credit union has a mother bank that worked with the government of Ghana, Bank of Ghana. So every single activity, business activity you saw, it was a rippling effect. So uku banks now, waku bibia. This government came to power and they killed the banks and they killed the economy. Now, what did they do next? There was another illegal part of our economy. You can say official or unofficial. You can say official because some and majority of them were licensed small-scale miners and some were illegal miners. This government came instead of the government to streamline the problem and make sure, say, even though we are solving the problem side by side, we are making money to solve the problem because you cannot solve the problem without funds. If you say mining is destroying the vegetation or the environment, you will need mining to reforestate or replenish the system or the vegetation. So you don't shut the mining down. You don't shut down legal miners or Mukuta license. You tell them that it is from your activities, whether you like it or not. If you tell them it's from their activities, they'll come and accept it because then you put the pressure on them to make sure nobody mines illegally. We are going to tax you people more to make sure we reclaim the land. Now, when a legal miner is mining and some foolish idiot is doing illegal mining, that legal miner will say, I'll report you. Come and pick him up. We are paying taxes to make sure we reclaim the land you are here destroying because we are the miners who have licenses and we are the target. So you use that side by side, solve the problem as you go. You don't come and say, everybody go home. Then you steal their excavators. You steal their gold. You take everything, Charles Bisu, with real gold. Then the president sits in Accra and say, I don't care. And then their equipment, our bank now, those banks chasing them for the loan they took to buy the equipment, you share it amongst yourselves. Is this not barbaric? Is this not dangerous? Are you not calling the nation to overturn? You don't come in and say, I've shut the small scale mining down. No, because there were some legit people working. There were some legit people observing the protocols, making sure they mine responsibly. So you don't come and say everybody should go home. We were here when Amewu said he had bought what we call drones, $3 million to monitor activities of illegal mining. Where are the drones? $3 million. Amewu is working. He took that money and other politics. Now, what they are going to do now with this Momo, they are doing their third damage. They have done 2 damages. Banks, small-scale mining. Now they are going to break the spine of Momo. And when I say the spine of Momo, they are going to break the spine of mobile money transaction. Now, Obadrin said 1.75% is nothing. Let me tell you something. They are saying, send 100 Ghana, you pay taxes of 1.7, right? 1 cedi, 70 pesos. Send baby, this is 500 Ghana a day. You are paying something around 8 cedis. Now, let's ask a simple question. And it's a fact. Now, about 60 or 40% of those kids who finish the free SHS are all into Momo business. It's a fact. About 40%. and there is a GABA, almost what polytechnics, teaching training for. They work as momo agents. You know that? And that is their job they are using to take care of their family. Now, when you say what taxi momo, what is going to happen is, more. Let me tell you something. When you go to the villages, right? For a fact, majority of Omo village, they are able to survive because of the small transactions through Momo. And that is it. Omo in Krasipana, Omonka banking system, they are surviving on this Momo transaction. Now, when you tax the Momo, the issue is, so we issue are now about what we call digitization, inclusive digitization, inclusive making sure say everybody moves along. I'm trying to find a word, some word like that. Is it inclusive digitization? Inclusive, like everybody should join that bus, digitization bus. Now, people you are telling to join that bus, you are turning around to tax them, because this Momo thing is the first point when it comes to digitization or digitizing the system. Now, you are turning around to tax them. It is going to, in fact, make them lose, it is going to make them feel like they don't even need to join this, your digitization. Because the issue is, when you are taxing those people down there, Omo muni Accra, Omo muni Barclays Bank, Omo muni government of Ghana Bank, Omo muni $100 billion, they do business in the villages on Momo. Now, some of us catch them say, Obia will send 100 Ghana cedis a day. Into everybody who sends 100 Ghana cedis, Obia obitua 1.75 taxa. Let me tell you, so called markets be Ghana. People make transfers. 500 a day by 5 times and standard dinner ended. You know that. There are some people, they need to be sending 500 Ghana every 2 hours. Even Momo for Momo agents, they need to be transferring money to people, to some agents. So you want to tell me, say, when you tax it, do you know what you have done? You have actually put more burden on those people down there, more. Because now the issue is they are the ones who will be burdened more. The young boy now weighing opportunity from senior high school because there are no opportunities for no to veer into a technical institution or whatever. No, that young man no, when him say free no and do a SHS nkwa. Free SHS no, we SHS na free na and do the rest is your own nonsense. And this oh papa ni ejuma, oh mami ni ejuma. That's what oko SHS now we are. The issue is go and find your own money to move on. Inti yen create adwuma ma papa yen create adwuma ma mama also tia so we free SHS also ba be kan omo because at the end of the day u free no end with SHS, there's no free again. It is for a government to come and say must scrappy road tolls. Now I am going to put the burden on Omo form because Momo, to be honest with you, majority of the big men in Ghana, they don't care about Momo. They don't send Momo. No, they do straight transfers. Obe charge you my problem. But the ordinary Ghanaian now no what a crasino a Momo and no rely on. Yes, sa truck driver no owe crasna offer board dear kono. So or charge it na say 200 Ghana. You function is same or send mama Momo but so is secured. Obian kushalanjiska. So you are putting more burden. And what hurts is Oma Omujiskano, you are taxing them. Oma almost send this can you are taxing them. Until I say you have grabbed them by the neck and also by the leg. And if you know you are putting pressure there. Why don't you tax those people sending the money? Why don't you say okay? Because I know majority of Ghanaians outside this country, they send money back home. Momo is easy on your phone anywhere. So why don't you say fine? The pressure on the people are too much. I still need money, but I cannot still put too much burden on those people down there. So what I am going to do is I am only going to tax people bringing in money. Because them, they are out there. The exchange rate does not affect them that much than people down here. Now you are taxing those people bringing in the money, and then you are taxing those people taking the money. Oh, so what are you doing to the people? You are killing them. What they have done today, they have buried you people. the hardship is going to be crazy because even Momo agents, you know, some work on commission. Or yeah, Juma 2 hours, also send it 300 or 1,000 Ghana. Because he will be robbed or she'll be robbed. So now, if this Momo agent sends 10 times money to the boss, now send it 1,000. At the end of the day, Momo agent will tell how many taxes. You are stifling companies. You are stifling small businesses. You are hurting those down there. What Akufo-Addo's government did today was to strangle. And this is serious. That is why I was saying that the NDC is the only option to save Ghanaians from this hardship by stopping this. Bro, funa ofurata beka no. At the end of the Ghana force is dangerous. Some people are working today as Momo agents. They pay them less than $1 a day. That person, nipa no de man no say I'm Robert Saba. About 2 hours be a when you be first send them into 2 hours we 300 Ghana also send it. You better no tax. That person who owns the Momo will never pay that boy the amount of money he wants because Obeka chira boy and they say taxes now time you best send this kebiano taxes near it. Once and this can so be robbed. Now that boy is working for nothing. Now the mother in the market also no or ni ebro ofa ebro bokina ofa ebro ewo ehehe ono so otoa every day anya abena ebro na kwasan also o de 2 hours be send here 300 Ghana near starting fan to a day sending 2 times or sending it 2 times what no the origin is what no how much taxes na wotua you are stifling them but say come in biti abroche no say me send wuska. That's the government of Ghana person. It makes sense because when you check the economy, when you check the dollar rate, when you check how the economies are, those people out there should be paying more to send money home. But if you're telling them they'll be taxed, fine, and those people back home will be taxed. Where are we heading? There is something we call the unbanked population. Bank. They only deal in Momo. And in Ghana today, about 80% of Ghanaians don't save in the bank. They all have Momo wallets. That is where their money is. And when I'm saying those people have Momo wallets, a ordinary Ghanaian, to make 1,000 Ghana cedis, it takes long. So you are talking about 80% of the people you are going to tax. So you are adding more taxes. And no, now we are trying to prevent. So Ferrata came today to tell you, say, I am going to make a year for more. Because up there, no, so the MPP is moving the burden they are carrying because the burden because of their mismanagement, they want a place to place it and I'm check it and I'm and in Ghana use more low income earners more formal. We can also ask ourselves, how many jobs and a mumu create to Ghana? Ask yourself. Nipa dodo amuye mumu ewa Ghana. Ask yourself. These people are going to shut everything down. People are going to be jobless again. This is an indirect way of shutting the mumu. Yeah, I'm telling you, it is not going to entice anybody to be going back into mumu business. No. Because if I'm going to be taxed like this, and I have to hire somebody to work for me, at the end of the day, Nase, yeah, Timmy say yeah. Then at the end of the day, how much am I even making? Because almost profits cry. You're saying, how much do Momo people make? So these are things after budget, you know. You don't need a grammar. So big words. And that's you look at the reality. Oh, check the AC, they are buying it and now the fagene. And as Ghanaians, we need to start thinking. It's very, very important. Thank you very much for being part of today's show. After this short break, I'll open the phone lines and also you will have your say on the show. All right, welcome back. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Yeah, me Pacho Kasa. I'm listening.
Yeah. I'm calling from Volta, Ghana.
Please go ahead.
I just want to commend Kevin for his good job he's doing for the mother Ghana.
All right, that's it. Okay, thank you. Okay. Hello, caller. Don't come and commend me. Just come and speak on the issues, and then let's all understand what we're doing. If you come to commend me, I think it's just the commendation, so I can move on to another person. Hello, caller.
Hello, Toby. Akpenos here.
All right, Monica, go ahead.
One thing about the Momo transfer. Kevin, Momo Newa, the old Ghana city 10 million, who commission on 200 Ghana, on 20 cities. We find the time I'm more Ghana, actually prepaid 1,000 cities, who commission is 17 Ghana. About your light, about the monsoon, about for car. It is says here, whatever way you want then. I don't pull it's the prefer the ever from one away a momo. That is on commission at 100,000 what when ya.
I'm sure Auntie Monica, thank you very much for the call. I'm sure submit to my for another caller. Okay, Auntie Monica is done. Jack, Andra, you brought your mom here and your mom came to plead for you. Don't start with me today. Phone, don't start. It's too early. Every day you see me, people are watching us and we are fighting. It's no good. Phone. All right. Hello, caller.
Hello?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Good evening.
Good evening, boss.
My name is Mohammed Alassane. Hello?
Yeah, we are listening. Please go ahead.
Yeah. I want to talk about this thing. Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you, sir. Go ahead. Just go ahead. Just speak. We are listening. I think he has a problem with his line. Yeah, he has a problem with his line. Let's try and pick another call. Mipacho fra na wakasa ni ekwenim. There's no time, please. All right. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, Mipacho kasa.
Good evening.
Yes, sir.
I want to make my submission.
Okay.
Yeah. The Momo account. The Momo account they are taxing us is very, very. They didn't think through. So the people living in the northern region and other places, that is where they relied on. And if you are taxing on it, how are they going to survive? We, those who are not using bank, are now using Momo to do our own stuff. We are taxing on it. They didn't think through at all. I think the minority needs to vote against it, unless we go on demonstration.
All right. Thank you very much for the call. All right. Hello. Hello. Yes, Ramawan. Bipacho, go ahead. Yeah, Bipacho Kasa.
Kevin, who Sa killer budget way, Omuda Betu, the Ghana Kokum. Ghana for you, Masan the killer budget way, about the Susan, so share idea Koswa, who are system. Thank you, Sa Momo, are you Omuda to us? Yakaka class, Obi Sandy BBC, Amanani Brawa. Na kakrana ewosono na omati nti abawi odwin Ghana for ho abawi odwin Ghana for ye dika kake Ghana for sa abawi we ya babia Ghana for on Ghana for to by Ghana for ansi ana mkotu abama sanko kwafo ana mbe onu Ghana for yi nyafo embe dokuru dako and now who is carry dokuru 1 cedi ni 2 cedi ni and dokuru 3 cedi 4 cedi 5 cedi bisa say ayata Greek minister okoka say adwani boyfo no bisa ni say oyede no misa adwani boyfo e ya ro some sanko kwafo hwe how amuda bada to Ghana for so and the Ghana for etiti Ghana for so Ghana for muda munum so ncho inshallah e na ko toba na nipa oba be yi
Thank you, Ramawan. Thank you. Thank you very much, Ramawan. Oye campaign Mahama, right? Hello, caller. All right, people want to know the number. All right, let me show you the number. Hello, caller.
Hello, Kevin. Kevin, me papa baby Taylor.
Yes.
How do file?
Yeah, file again quick.
You, my member, but so here, me Kevin Taylor. I'm no say. Start collect tax with your home bidder. When you are to corona tax, a geobola tax, a sala levy, mutumu 5%. In them, no, because I was the mobile money tax about, Musani the e tax about, sad dictation, no, but we are concerned on Ghana, MPP party, your party, a bet me about Ghana. Where's that for one now? Who say what Bruni budget with it? When you are a Burgana for you, know, a book, your demonstration, a book of Parliament to could defend Ghana because Babia or Manu Kono say I'm fair no uncle, Minia or Manu Uncle Ye, Sisamunamu Cow, a bonfire, and more Mariam, young politician from Babia who father MPD Manu Kono, and yet or Manu Asiapina, teacher person by the gate of the Almighty Allah 2024, Mahama Oversea Hospital, Obeya Coin in Suo Market, among there, Georgia Costa, who father by Abugunu, or Bessan Ababia, 22 upon the Shisha upon the Sumida.
Thank you very much for making it short. Thank you very much, Fila. My main say bit for another caller. Let's see. Okay. All right. Hello, caller. Hello. Yeah, Patrick Kasa.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Macho, I'm here by way. I don't know. So almost a different planet being a really or man say them. And no, I discuss about half a great minister. Ebe can say Ebionebo Ghana. I don't know. Last month, Mekoto, come on. It's a article we decide.
Yeah.
We decided very 2 months ago. Me told 24 cities. Mekoto B this month here. I caught 32 cities. And you sit in Ghana and say that maybe I have Ghana. Look at this Momo business. Look at the number of Ghanaian youth. Momo business I employ. And you sit in Ghana and tax Momo business. You do not create jobs. You sit, you mount a platform and say that you create Juma Ama. You don't even create single jobs. Look at the number of employment Momo create Ghana. Look at the Ghanaian youth Momo I employ, and you come and tax Momo. Say Ghana, I don't know.
That's it. I'm sure. So thank you for your call. I'm going to submit to my another caller. All right. Hello. All right. Hello. All right. Okay. So we back through. Hello, caller.
Hello, Kevin Taylor.
Yes, sir.
How are you doing?
Good.
Yeah, I am in New York, but today I'm happy to participate in your show.
Nice.
You know one thing? You know, because of your show, I always change my time to at work.
Oh, really? That's great. Thank you very much.
Yeah. You know, I just want to ask you a favor. One day I want to meet you so that you start training me because I want to be like you. I want to be like you. Maybe greater than you. The time I started believing you as a prophet is the day you spoke about Azakes.
Azakes, yeah.
That football team. You know that I think even their MP is a woman, right? But their MP was not able to see that future of those children, those ladies. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Have a wonderful day.
In New York. I want to see you.
Thank you. You'll meet me one day. Don't worry. I have my tour coming up, so definitely I'll see you. It's not a big deal. Don't worry. Hello, caller.
Hello, Kevin. Good evening.
Good evening, boss. Go ahead.
Yeah, Kevin. I'm Kasa Sunyane.
Okay.
Oh, Kevin, with I was near Konya with your mammy and dining break. Kevin, me call my some social and then you bring me ra hope me casa me real hold down and me boy. Because ye budget so me come for a begina of Parliament and last year. I was a budget in more every and day. None can operata say white assign the abegina a Parliament. Ebeka and some yenim say at the papa be beba, the papa be beba. The all sign never own send Kevin. Taxes and government way I introduce ye baku 18.
Yeah.
18 new taxes.
Yeah.
And I may Akufuado Baumia can operata assign the abegu Ghana for you. But me, I just want to say something. Always I tell me our kasasam. When people think say it's about John Mahama. Or it's about NDC, they should forget. Mahama, no, over the family of Mahama, they have everything.
Yeah.
My Ghana. And this a whole bit number. You know what I say? It's a man in Mahama being the president in the Obet against their one mom now over one bro. I could for the name of for the Omujis Canadian. By ya what down and they mobile money. I am for Obiako University Cry School over Kono KG Bobo KG or the umbrella to or no ye mobile money. So Obenya Bibi Kakradia Kana non in a bushing for not ne oko facet 1.75% tax. Then, I then what Ben a Akufa the Bonnie Ben a Ghana for the IO, Bonnie Ben. And the best say, oh, be young shit, young Koyan go to Johnny Mayer Mom Pie. Now, before I make Kevin, a minority, no, or more parliament, no, your minority, no. This is about the time. So Mushu said they have sympathy, they have love for we the Ghanaian. Say almost better now the budget is almost approve we are all watching them and they shouldn't dare coming back to us there. We should vote for them again because budget we have a budget. Budget pana kufuado di abano.
Thank you. I'm sure, but that's thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the call. Hello, caller. Hello. Yeah.
Hello.
Yes, Mpacho Kasa.
Yeah.
Now, me say me busa question bio. Me say jina so momo for now more shops no. Omo be say tia income tax ana. Because I think say that be me busa question, general question. So we'll see into you about momo for no omo so be tia income tax ama GR ana. And almost said your taxes way so just the transaction so because this is a conversation that we need to have. The taxes they are paying the 1.75 or so then is it on the transaction because I don't want to say a transaction so it means to say almost said your income tax I'm a GR and it's a question. I'm not clear on this. I'm just waiting for somebody to explain to me. Hello caller.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, Mpacho Kasa.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, you Mpacho, you're alive. Go ahead. Mpacho Kasa, you.
Yeah, the me can say.
Yeah.
It's like about we need the people from my but the me can say moon can in the NDC because no more parliament so when to my parliament budget so it is almost only the papa be on the
yeah.
But this is the time I almost stop one way. It was city masa say you can is you and be no do music fa memusu omo bank omo yi memusu won enti no say obe gi taxa and then means say ni pani sika 600 awon na ye ba be chino na di sika ba be ko fam e je wa hu sen na wodi ba mo bon di dia be aban wodi se be so bia na wa say ye ka wunti na wonna me yu na wukuye
but that's let me show thank you very much yes Mati that's it all right we're trying to pick enough calls. Okay, so the 1.7 is only on the transaction. So they are still going to pay income tax to the GRA. All right. Hello, caller. Hello. So I think some people are correcting me here. Say they are informing me here. Say we need the just for the transaction, the in and out transaction, no. But those same people, the Momo vendors now, or more register or more company, no, they will also pay income tax at the end of the day, and also will go to GRA. Okay, that's a double tax there for Momo 4. And I'm hello, caller.
Hello.
Yes, I'm Patrick Kasa.
Hello.
Me Patrick, it's you, Kasa.
Mr. Kevin, good evening.
Good evening.
Patrick, this is my first time that met you for so long. And even me, can I see traffic light in any more crime? A video be this. Kevin, I am someone who Ghana, Minia Bema. Just a old dream one. Not near me one say. Any pair won't my way, much as a old fat car, or buying us some cry. Only I wanted to meet me first, me what down suman. Beach, down summer beach, who situation now, boys, you go. I cry, read. Basis a 1.1 to make the beach whoop. Kevin, a drama do a ring a boy see, a could purchase a now, only she yet. And I am renting diaconia bassa. I want to see it. And now they can't abandon you, maybe I will. Perhaps Nancy be MPP new. And so many Kevin can control 14 kg cylinder, what dear 5 by 20 million feeling full. And so carpet near so many team attempt to me papa tell you people cry, what is wrong with you?
Yeah.
It is sometimes most of Cassia, not many United States who say, again, Nipa cry, the good ass way so. Look at this, young boy, so many to my year, almost so. MTN, boys to a woman. I hear woman, this is the plan. Ghana. Tell it, Union is very bad.
Thank you. All right.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, I know, Busano. Is this the plan of Ghana? We never plan, no. Is this the super plan now? It's going to, for the next 3 years, no, it is going to change Ghana. I know Busano was our question, no. Is this the super plan? So, plan or no, this is the super plan. Nah. These guys are not serious. Hello, caller. All right. I'm here to meet my friend, another caller. Hello.
Bosu.
Yes, Sago, go ahead.
Bosu, nyamu pasu njenka. Bindi sakura Kevin. Kevin, me bisa undi mse asat now. Ube seni ska te say 100 Ghana. Usenya ombeti 1 cedi. Nipa so obeyi ska no so onu say obeti ni 1 cedi. At least 2 cedis in 100 Ghana. 100 Ghana ya 2 cedis wo. Ena gentle for yi e de omu de be kan. Omu pe sky de amana na akufado no de afa USM. Omu de na be kan. So who send ska. Ti say circle mi baby ami wa bo so kan zongo e ko circle. Na faka ko because mi send 100 Ghana mani pakunu na mi send ya timi 1 cedi de pakunu su ko jiska ya timi 1 cedi. Ena abai nu de su be kan. 100 Ghana, I bet you say you have 5 cities and 4 cities.
Yeah.
Make me faka kwaba. Na e simple amami. Because I mean if I saw we was because omo dum amafo me ka se kura obe ka se sa 1 city no se na ya ti 1 city enu anu no. If I kunu ko yi a obe yi ebia 99. Wo ko yi a ye beti uka afede su kero Polata they need to have account. They say a coin for any business no more good in advance.
Thank you very much, Sako. All right. That is Papa Sako. Papa Sako. Let me try and pick another person. Papa Sako. Hello? Okay, let me end the call way now. So that's what we're discussing here. It's a very tough conversation. But enana man nekano obi kra oni ko kasa so obadidi watem like ondwene wa wote asema ye ke wonti na ye kasa asem we enana ka obi mpo ni LPG or the fried rice ontumi fele o enso kwa obedidi watem we akwase ampanyi mahamanti. But we are all in the same problem. Ye nyina na ye bre Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, good evening, madam. Go ahead.
Yes, just talking about the technicalities of this budget that we are talking about. They came ahead with the COVID ahead him talking about
that was his first statement. He was preparing your brains for that.
And it went on for like an hour. Basically, it was all about the COVID. However, the COVID made people lost their jobs. Basically, a lot of people lost their jobs, and most people have the ingenuity to set up their businesses during the COVID period. Here lies the case. This man came in and then said, "Oh, we are expanding the tax brackets all over small businesses, middle income businesses, and whatever." But there was no mention for tax safety net for new businesses that have been set up, maybe let's say a year or let's say 12 months or 18 months during the COVID period. So what are they telling? Because some of us are right in the middle of what I am talking about now. We have set up our businesses, but there is nothing coming up. There is nothing mention of tax brackets for us. So this is just my grievance.
All right, thank you. That's your opinion. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
You can see people have different. You see,
it's sad.
Yeah, it's sad. Sorry, thank you. Let's see if I can pick another call. Can you end your call at your end? Yeah. People are worried. Businesses, and that's why I was asking, say, COVID-19 sikana ekwaji away. Why are they not accounting for the COVID-19? 870 million yebusa kind of oil revenue no away. And this guy comes to Parliament again and tells us to pay more taxes. It hurts because oil revenue, oil sikana 800 something million, you be sikana fa. COVID-19 yenye account. Then this guy comes again and says, I'm going to tax you. Hello, caller.
Hello, Kevin.
Me pacho kasa.
Michia wuni wati fu nyina na adwuma pa wo ye magana me. Menia Nyankopon hira me chair regional chairman yina. Bia wo bia mechia wo.
Wo be chia nipa be.
Yo Mati. Yo Mati. Kevin, wa hu nkrofo yo hu. Omu ye ade bia omu ndwene hu. Sesia tobutu sua musinti tobutu ni yenji sika bia no. Ke e wo normal bebre enam ta akufado. Ogugu adwuma nti wo ndwene. Mana omudi dwa wo tobusu no nyina sesia samba no himfa na omu basa. Wonim se samba no nyina omudi dwa wo bebia tobusu no tobutu wo no. Samba no sesia no himfa na kana foreta ene ne wofa ode omu bafam ode omu kwahin.
Munyina
ene bank dodo papa wo Ghana ha no sankrofoni kire se papa we medwinu ho a menti ase tesie ta mobile man hwe tobutu no nyo bia na woka wodi fast sakwan no so nti nkwa wo manya 10 years 12 years omu nyina timi ye mobile money ama omu papa no mutimi di mobile money to omu account mu na omu koyi nti obu wa fa kwan bi so asa boye nyina kro no ahokyere wo mu sande ye fomu biom ama omu agigi saska no akotina flat house akodi tesi president akufado opesika edi amani busianfo na omugu flat house na omwadi omu dwini Ghana ho nya sasa de we Robin ube usi tobut omuba kasi sa tobut no mmanu su no ubetechima ya fro ho sana boase tobut no samba no omugu 24 hours ho na omuda ho na omuye bibie edi omudwa na kire se wude usore a wugu adwuma nti undwini mumplane no ane se wo ba be ma san krofo ni nyina akotina fi omukodi den
I don't go with that.
Uber board rubber for petrol no so petrol no would do 30 cedi 30 something cedis no what is so sa taxes is now would do nkrofo ye campaign musi Mahama the taxes to a month for so do Mahama Timodi or more for taxes to a month for so for two coin or my free Udi Kafre abuche the bagana ube in airport to a free. Necessary I then a human dani. I then a woody normal go among for so Kevin says here nipa dan and 3 rent car.
Thank you, I don't go. Nyamisha. May I say thank you. All right. What's the time? Okay, 5:24. Hello, Saforo.
Hello.
Yeah, please go ahead. I'm listening.
Yeah, I'm Idris Musau. I'm speaking from Tech. Aija Kumasi here. Calvin, you actually asked whether those doing mobile money pay for a particular tax. You said whether we pay GRA tax or something.
Yeah. I was asking that apart from the transaction we are charging in and out, are they also the mobile, because the mobile money people, they have registered their companies, like, right? I think through GRA. Yes. Are they also going to pay income taxes? Like, are they going to pay taxes too? I just wanted to be clear on that.
We do. I'm an agent.
Okay.
An agent myself. I completed the university, and where we completed almost 3 years now, we've not gotten any job to do. So we decided to shift there to see if we can make livelihood, make something else need from that end. Okay. And every year, either beginning of the year or somewhere 3 months after the year, the people, they will come around and say you should pay what do you call it for. They will come. If you don't pay, they will
close you down. Yeah, I think the first quarter. Sorry, something. How much do you guys pay?
Yes, they take 200 cedis. 200 cedis.
Okay.
They take 200 cedis. Yes.
So if you divide the year into 3, like every 4 months, so 4 maybe every 4 months they come. Like first quarter, second quarter, and third quarter. Yeah.
Exactly. And another thing, already we received this message. Okay, we received a message, I think 3 weeks ago. No, sorry, 3 months ago. That MTN sent us a message and said that they were going to be deducting some amount of money from us. Some taxes. We were to be paying some taxes. This came 3 months ago. I think it's today they are actually talking about it, but it came 3 months ago.
But how do you think? Is this going to affect you guys? Is it going to? Sorry to cut you. Is it going to affect? It's good. You're an agent. Is it actually going to affect you guys? And is it going to affect the clientele, like people coming in to do business? Do you think transactions are going to be limited now? Do you think you guys are not going to make enough commission?
Yes, it's going to, definitely, because already we were. You see, if somebody come and the person is sending, MTN deduct 1 cedi from the person, okay. And the one that is receiving the money will also lose 1 cedi. So that's 2 cedi.
Yeah.
So if the government is saying that if the government is adding.
No, wait. It's good you are here. So on a normal day, so I will send this kana MTN better 1 cedi. Where I will send it. They're all receiving so you're betting 1 cedi. So that is what is the business now. You're all receiving so better 1 cedi. If you know MTN better 1 cedi. So 2 cedis go. Now, when so bano eba kasa initial 1 no one.
Exactly.
Oh, so basically you are paying like 2.7 for sending and 2.7.
Exactly. Yes, exactly.
This one is serious.
Exactly. That is the clarification.
I don't
know if you understand.
I understand perfectly. Because now no say ende me no ka say nyumbre obi ba no so betua or be send 10 Ghana, 90 Ghana na beko. 9 Ghana na beko. Nipa na o receive no so. Ono so benya 8 Ghana.
Yes. Obenya 9 and also you reduce obeti 2 cedi free test can.
Oh, okay.
Obeti 1 cedi. Now the 1 cedi access can o say be our
ono so kwa, yeah.
Exactly. But then to say now about this tax now abeka ho. When you send there on beti 2 cedi 70%.
Pesos, yeah.
You get it?
Yeah.
Which is very, 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 very dangerous.
It's a lot. It's a lot of money, boss.
When customers come, sometimes you see Ghanaians, we don't take things very serious. When customers when they come and they get to understand that this is the picture that has been painted, okay, they will get to understand that we are losing a lot, so they will not come and do the transaction at the end of the day. I get it.
Yeah.
But initially, they made us understand that it is coming in to solve problem. But then, if you look at it, it is actually coming again to create a very serious indicator. I don't know if you understand.
I understand you perfectly. I'm quiet because I didn't know this was what's happening. Like, I'm shocked. Like, so they knew this was there, and they added this to it.
Exactly. They are aware. And as I was saying earlier, I said we received this message 3 months ago that the government is taxing. So if you want almost sending a message back at here and say, they've stopped it. I get it.
Yeah.
And they are bringing it in today. I don't know if you get it, Kelvin.
Ain't you see, I know. What is going to happen is tax and also that means that the net empty and one almost stop here now.
No, and then the empty one almost stop you. So it means that it's going to affect our job. They say like I get it. So if they said you now will explain earlier.
Yeah.
If today I'm setting ABR.
Yeah.
And what I do is I have linked my other number, my personal number to my bank account. Okay? So if one time I send it to me, send your two transactions or your e-cash and your physical cash. Okay. And it's a mini e-cash, a mini physical cash, and it's a mini business scan here to do for so now send you to me personal line. So now I send you to bank account. It means so did that.
Yeah.
You get it.
Yeah.
It means at the end of the day, there's no need even doing a mobile money transaction again. There's no need. And if you explain some of these things to some foolish people in this country, in this my community, who claim like if you're explaining some of these things to them, they think you you are speaking against the government.
Yeah.
But it's the reality that I'm talking about. Because for the past 3 years, we completed school and since 2018 to date, and we've not gotten any jobs. And if we decide to move towards that area, see if we can make ends meet at the end of the day, and you bring in these taxes, what are you doing? You are killing our spirit at the end of the day.
All right, boss. Thank you very much for the education.
So
Thank you.
May God seriously bless you.
God bless you too. Thank you, boss. All right, thank you. All right. This is a good education, papa, because then it means to say the 1.7 kind of cramp, and from next year, gidi basic power because ebi montia say I best send way away now say I buy say 1.7 on said I be MTN for the woman that answer that we baby see is a lot. It means they are charging these people more than we think they are charging them. Yeah, can you emfa. Obi catch us be far no twantro emfa. Ikofo ipade so mo mfira ben with the emfa. Because from what I'm seeing here no emfa ebedin say be fa. Bedin. All right, I think I'm going to end the show right now. It's 5 phone in your trauma. I wanted to pick a few calls now. I'm upon 6 o'clock, but I want to hear from a few people because I'll be very happy. I really want to hear from the Momo people. Hello, caller.
Hello, Kevin.
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Good evening, Kevin.
Enough. Yeah. Yeah, meaning.
Guy and after now worker. And worker. Then the worker and one now. You might say who was I did about you who was crying there. If you are on a bank in a year, what transfer can from bank going to your Momo account. So from bank hold to Momo account. 1.7, 1.75 for material, you know, the use 1.75. The UW now see the house and Yama the same Pitana will match 1.75 for
I'm up to 1.7.
Now 1.75 so it's like you know now that's more than the Okas over
almost 6 to 7 cities.
More than yes. I can't Momo charges number when you tax and
when you go Momo the Nangasan by 11114. So your 4 transactions and 1114. 4 city.
And all my you can in Nabuma not over and now you are almost paying 5 to 7 thereabout. If you are to hold the bank nearby who send the Yamubi who you are there. There's spending more than 7 cities on 200 cities now or send the another who at home. So it's a serious issue. And then no platform be so and one of Obia was winning then he's like, oh no, I will hold that. I said, Papa, I will hold that saying he nearly made me rough to him.
Yeah.
He nearly made me eat rough. But I take my crew and they said to him, and then Robert said, hey, let me say you, I'm saying that's the reality. And you could not put you know I feel this kind of man or today.
And so now that giddy. Yeah.
You are let's say Asamaba. We are the way about NDC parliamentarians no warning. This one is not a national and for national interest. They shouldn't go there and say for national interest they approve this budget. No. If they approve this budget, we can say it on the those MPs that say Parliament or CA, if they stand for any doing less,
but that's it. I'm sure. That's it. I'm sure. Okay. Thank you. That's it. I'm sure, boss. All right. Thank you. So the explanation is coming now. It's going down. I think I yet in your maybe I say that's it's serious than we thought. Hello, caller.
Good evening.
Good evening, boss.
Kevin, Mumu levy
tax no transaction tax. Yeah.
The woman is there. Who sending 100 cedis? Who send down? Who be to 1 cedi? And the amount will be Nipana or a transaction.
Okay.
Then Nipana will be receiving. And also, what the 1 cedi are to so. Amano. Senya Obokwa Nipana Obokwa Kuyin. Who be to make exactly 100 cedis now. Person on sending from Nipan.
Okay.
Then we cannot ask.
In Juba, so sending 100 cedis also 2 cedis be at a tosso because for in and out.
Correct. Because who person and receive 100 cedis per.
Now,
you have to pay
and
pay out 1 cedi.
When they are better to know, see, no, and 1 penny also the 2 also the 1 to now, so the 1 cedi 70 pesos.
And this is 1 cedi, 1 cedi 70 pesos is on their bank. It means that they are going to add the do work was send here. We are going to pay 2 cedi 70 pesos per 100 cedi.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, also 2 cedi 70 pesos either that to so many panel for 100 cedis now best and
because we say 100 so bet in there that is the investment you have to make.
So without that no uka creating wo dia to so na it means who cover 5 cedi plus for 100 cedis. So assume tell person won't send 1,000 cedis. Look at the number of cow they toso. Now they're sending many pakono. And these are some of the things that got the MPP almost Ghana for my account almost a buano. Kevin here Indomie. Who can fill LPG gas 5 kilo. Almost 100 cedis. 5 kilo. 100 cedis.
Ketwapano.
100 cedis. imagine ukoto Indomie box first year turn 22 cities. Now it is going 35, 40 Ghana. And now we come out there. Oil, fried top oil, medium. You turn 8 cities. Now it is 15 cities in the market. And no wholesale, no, about 15 cities. If you don't call retailer, you are going closer to 20 Ghana. So these are some of the things that got MPP 400 Ghanaians who I can't almost say a boy. And my colleagues will become and sit here. I'll be doing Indomie, they'll be eating. Oh yeah, that's a pack now. Medium one pack no, in 5 cities. Now because of the increment the woman into, we are increasing it to 7 cities. And when you do it for them, almost say it's sharp. But forget to say
you buy Indomie, right?
You go and buy LPG. You go say
Indomie. You sound so bad, sir. I'm not trying to work with school kakra, right?
Me a teacher ni.
What I want you there?
Me na want you there. Me teaching food.
And yeah, Indomie.
These are some of the because Kevin, but maybe so budget on be released. What is almost to me mention increment of public sector almost salary woman.
No,
they never mention anything like that. Whether they are suffering or they are enjoying, nothing. No indication was mentioned in the budget. And now we go to the market. We go to the market now. A number prices of goods and commodities are going high. And look, these are some of the petty. Me say scammer me mame or import or offer by a brew if you know about Kumasi beton. These are some of the things. So between standing the 5,000. So the beton a brew about beton. Mumu ya semi yao. Mumu ya semi ya. So if I want to send 5,000 to my mom, look, ladies are baby chia for 5,000. So ladies and baby chia. And because of some person, my so one ton in Tino, you have to send it and be taking all these risks. MPP and Wagana.
I mean, sure, boss. Thank you very much.
And me ya pay now on Tias,
you to be Tias,
it's Kevin, and they are imposing all these taxes on you. You don't want to talk or come because of cyber bureaucracy. I say, yeah, MPP never boy. 7. That's
it's not easy. It's tough, man. Sometimes I say on this platform, say, if it was about an individual and KJDA, it's true, Hello, caller.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hello, Kevin.
Yes, sir.
Kevin, but that will say we be. Okay, me momo agent.
Okay. Kasa.
I'm kind, and that's exactly what is going to happen.
No,
but I want to add this thing too.
Okay, add something.
We say we more agent now or store. You pay for internal revenue. Now I said for assembly.
So those are the taxes you are paying as a Momo agent, Utia store for GRA or something. Right?
Revenue. Yes.
Yeah. Now I say Tia
assembly.
Assembly. Yeah, local assembly. Yeah.
Yes, local assembly. Now, if I say at the end of the matter, why you want commissioner? You say chairman, you say tax.
Commissioner,
on the commission that you are being paid.
Yeah.
Yes, you say tax. Taxation, you say tax. Nti me fa say o nkola na oni omo ye adwuma na sa sanyema we ye to na mo na enye yu na ye buti nkola ka we say ni ye to we na at the same time abana enwe eho or sabe ade another tax.
Good man.
Look at this here. Good man. This here market for more marketing oba me ho a make us fit akware.
Yeah.
More market sector around here. This here no ko bebre enfo kan ko akabi o. Yes any mumu na e nyama na maka.
Yeah, because they can't travel again. Yeah. And Momo so taxi. Yeah.
Yes, taxi. I can't find yet into
yeah.
Yes, indeed. I don't know. Let me be a band there. I see a dome ship where you got the Jim Crack or to Bolasuka.
Boss,
Jimmy some qua.
Menasi, I'm sure. Thank you very much.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. Good evening, boss. Hello, our TV now.
Yeah, good evening, boss.
Yeah.
Okay, Pacho Mate. Me Pacho, me John, we can say Fisherman.
Me mobile money ni bi na. Also your agent oh. Okay, kasa. Ni tio.
Pacho me mobile money. Okay. John G Ventures, Shama. Okay. Na me Pacho the me brother na ka no no kure because the almost mo ye no. Say utia o send 100 cedis 100 cedis no. My momo telcos for the amount 40 pesos, but some charge 1 cedi.
And I buy 60 pesos, 40 pesos. That be on your tray.
Una woody, yeah, una would do Sikaya Jumano. Why, you know, agent now, I put someone up and 20 amount 40 pesos, no more for 60 pesos. See the obeying now at the end of the month, no matter the tax room. It's the first Najman and the Najman are saying, necessary as almost time winning somebody necessary or more community and a Cheseriano, the answer you be Jumano. Near Santa Hobio. Not I, the Mipodiami and say, this young Robert say in a course no moon to me in count. Or moon to me when you stand Casano. As this year, and it's kind of bad, you know, the year or more about Jolly review, and any idea won't pay. That's it.
Thank you, boss. All right. Hello. Yeah. Good evening.
Yeah. Good evening.
Yes, sir. Pachoka Safrin.
I'm a free Kumate.
Okay. Okay. Maybe I change come on. Mr. Khan.
When you say highway robbery. Have you thought of that? At the end, it's too technical. But most people don't come to Kumasi to buy things. They send us Momo as the guy is saying. Now they are called Komaka.
Yeah, now they are called Komaka. Yeah.
Traveling at one at the accident. So, once you can hear that, and now Monica Sakisi at the accident. So, and now highway robbery. Just this Monday, Mahute Ghana media among Kahwasem. Highway robbery is seeking tampon. That's your highway robbery among Kahwasem. I have seen victims from our confessing, but I mean, media house, yeah, bottle. Me say, Momo, your money at the highway robbery, beba. And apart from that, unemployment. And the most say, Omudi Diagra say, oh, over girl. Nobody see any breath. Now Ghana, you, people are fighting for climate change. People are inventing against the breath. What sort of nonsense is this? They have you road to a flu. Now road to effect road to neighbor. Road to like Kumasokra me who you.
Now Kumasi to Kumasi.
Apart from this place
yeah, me who so be to Kumasi that me since me fact me obi me ni baby apa to boot biasi.
Na neighbor, you say to airport to name. Oko airport.
NHF afraid.
Have you seen this for the aspect? What you say Oko airport? Oh, yeah. I said it maybe your episode. What is these people that are full of deceit? I mean, just last year, someone said they are full of deceit. Or must say, yeah, or many better so more can be
Boss, thank you very much, Mr. Khan. All right. Now these are real Ghanaians speaking. And it is sometimes a issue. It's not about As me see no and away na afre where the whole of Ghana, and this is a big deal. And so we just say a joke, politics the yeah. Me so now one will be able to because the pressure na ebano. The unemployment in urban. They say some of you more to boot in ya be pamu nyina wan shouldn't anka specific place here demo kwhye. Osenap ko phone ya absorb you 1 month or 1 year or twen. Ya shouldn't anka specific place. Hello caller, go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Michael.
All right, go ahead.
You're doing a wonderful work. Just to wonder a little bit about the tax that they are trying to throw out to Ghanaians, you know. I don't know, these guys are just messing up a lot. Because you cannot just scrap toll and also bring in increment in the gas
mobile transaction,
prices in Ghana. So I don't see anything good about what these guys are doing because they are overburdening Ghanaians too much. Because when we talk, a lot of people are defending them.
Yeah, because I've just seen somebody write in the on YouTube, like, how do we fix the country if you guys don't pay taxes? Ghanaians will complain about everything. Sense. The heck. Now,
it doesn't make sense.
You see, the issue is
a lot.
Yeah, the issue is people want to pay taxes, but the issue they need to see the taxes they are paying, what it's being used for.
Good.
Your president is flying the private jet using the taxpayers' money to fly around without giving account.
Exactly.
The finance minister.
In the country.
We have over 800 million. What kind of people are you? Now who tax now Utiano? Jesus Christ. The finance minister standing there, he has not accounted for $800 million and over oil revenue.
They don't know anything
about
it.
What are you guys talking about?
They are just given as politicians. They cannot dichotomize between what is politics from governance. They cannot. They can't at all. Because why would you tax somebody when you do transaction over 100 cities, the person is going to pay tax? And when you look at this very one, there's nobody in Ghana who works at the government sector receives less than 100 Ghana cities.
Yeah.
There's nobody. They all receive more than that. So indirectly, they are killing businesses, they are killing people, and they are always trying to milk the coffers of the country. You're not creating jobs. How do you tax people? In the air, when you talk about that, they said they are digitizing the economy. Digitizing the economy about what? This is criminal. You're not creating any jobs, but taxing the people on the little that they have to survive on. It doesn't make sense. Look, let me tell one thing. I want to discuss something with you. Look, over more than 6 months now, American embassy in DC, the machine that they used to print the passport.
The Ghana embassy in DC. Yeah.
Yes, I've been there myself, processing my documents.
The passports don't work. The passport machines don't work.
They don't work. So they have to send the
applications
passport to Ghana to be printed before they are brought to US. It doesn't make any sense. What kind of government is this? You are in America behaving this way? Ghanaian office in America embassy, they are not doing anything over there. They are there a lot, always on phone call, doing video calls. They don't check. The security system is just porous.
It's terrible. I keep saying that embassy is a waste of everybody's time. Nothing.
I don't know.
All right, boss.
And
Thank you.
Ask the Ghanaians about this.
Thank you.
So silly.
All right.
It's a silly government.
Thank you, sir. And the person talking about we don't want to pay tax. Ghanaians want to pay taxes, but we want to see what you are using the taxes for. That is what Ghanaians are asking. How many roads have been constructed? We've been paying taxes. How many schools are... we are asking for the taxes we're paying. We're asking, what are you using the taxes for? The president flying in private jet, who is paying for that? So don't say people don't want to pay taxes and Ghanaians complain. Those people we are paying the taxes to are duping us. Because we have to pay tax. And the issue is we pay indirect taxes at the end of the day. So even at indirect taxes, you cannot say you will pay. But then we need to see something. Hello, caller. Hello. Maybe I told you TV no. Maybe I told you TV no.
Hello.
Yeah, Bacho Kasa. Lower TV no. Yeah, lower TV no. Lower TV no.
Yeah. Okay. Good evening, cousin.
Yes, sir, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm calling from Tamar. I didn't been a question there with this a special account for. MPP no so and I say a party because at the end of the day, se be a Christians are not say Muslims, na wosum wonye fi kwa woni mi say atemuda wo benya inu kira mo yesum nyame ayenye fi kwa yetini esun na part no tell mo sum part no be fi ayi museum me be timinne obi kira me adipa na say kwan pa ASS that party na yamamo na tambia mo adwe wo sa party no mu bibia enyewo na mo si yantuma sa party no ohwe bibia ha mo tax no eba no MPP ba no first na former president Kufuor ba no senior omuba faje anya sika adwuma no program mo 2 years to 3 years before fire call hippic energy Kowa ayi Bible Salon se wo ko bobusia ana mo kan chance papa had a Bible Salon ana wo san ba di ko epic wonu ba ya no o mo hu kwan ambafa ema na ni bi ba si o mo bo pam eno no mo di bobusia enya ye gina ho ye ti we MPP NTMC school ba ko antro no mo di to get fun no o mo di ko bobusia ade bia ewo Ghana ayi sika no omo di bobusia na afi so last views and president mama no press ayi no e kan no o see a few kura teachers yenye sika entia omo because sika e kan no yi tax timo a sika e kan no nti no mo force ye so mo be yi sika na ya kasa ewu editua adwumayefo na sika bebre a mo di ye no nyina ne ya me ye panis kwa ne se senka metimi hu se me krom ha ada ti hoyi MPP bae ana mo ye ma me kwa na mo titimi se ya kanyam ya me donyam ya ntam haje ntimi nchi akokobon ana se bathroom kwa ana ma du na du we more 5 years ni o two foundation esisa akoko don na wie na akoko awo mu sade ni no the region ha na tam bia ye dwu akwa bia fesa Ghana store bia ye
yeah. Hello. All right. So,
hello.
Hello,
good boss.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, boss. This is Ibrahim from Bolga.
Ibrahim, yeah, go ahead.
Yes, sir, boss. Yeah, how's it?
Everything good. Now that I've been picking your calls. Nice.
I'm not in town, but yesterday I was okay. I'm fine. I'm greeting my boss.
Okay.
Boss, I'm not in town. Yesterday I heard that agri minister was saying that food is cheap in Wadwa. Even this thing, common banana, you can't buy it in Bulga here. It's just two city for 2 pair. 2 city.
So one is 1 city.
And yes, that's when a cheaper thing sells this thing. What's the name of this food sell? Tubani, this local food.
Yeah.
Tubani, you can't buy it in Bulga here. Tubani, you can't buy it in Bulga here. And then I heard that today budget, they are saying that they are going to close this in the towing booth. We want to ask them when they are coming to power, they say that these crippled people, they are going to use them for the tow. So if they are closing the tow, where they are putting them now?
It's a good question. It's a good question because they said
where they are putting the crippled people.
Yeah, they were going to employ all of them. Where are they going to go now? They didn't actually say anything in the budget where they are going to put them. That's a good question, Ibrahim. All right.
Yeah, I want to know. Thank you. And then I'm greeting my boss.
All right. Thank you very much, Ibrahim. All right. So this is a good question too because Omoka says Sebio Omo did them kakran yenuanom na Sebio Omo ho aka kakra na Omoka said Omo no be employer Omo ejuma auto boot and it was a big deal that Omo kan ho say see ano mo be pam Omo nyina no ehe na mo de Omo kwhye because those people too need employment. They need to work. And hello caller.
Hey, wait them bro. It's the same America.
Bibiaboko.
Hello?
Yeah, Bibiaboko.
Me did the Mukumako. Yeah, that's the part. My brain one kasa for this day, the Mishram in your face, but Nipa mobile sono. And I say, yeah, family, send your way, our family, dear, or person, okay, anymore. Kevin, Mia Akufado ni Abema or finance minister, he didn't say.
Oforiata.
Oforiata no. Me Ghana, Obia, who any man who Obia chain. That Oforiata or Shatari Fitano. Who is your Bunsam now? Oforiata or not necessarily some. On no, and again, the devil, I bet not Ghana and you so. And you know, Pasapano, Yaman Woody, and on Yakufado. Secure some I wish you okay, Mobile money as me okay offer. Also, any 5,000 already, also will be 5,000. 5,000 Sika who money panel. The Parliamentary catch out straight, and not only 5,000, any amount of better mobile. The panel show book catch out say. First say true because me person on only kind of baby in so better.
Yeah.
And to know any amount only would make a density star, who send and making sure so only extra so because on betty no matter any panel to paco you know. And so you have to double the money. How just any panel the baby you know. To when you now we are so about all this already. Apart from more we did Jumano, Yena, yes, Kaya with Cano. They said we are losing a lot. No more the idea we are studying back on you. Apart from that, to know almost a scout, baby, almost a diabano. Say, Yetiano. A Juma Nipana, because who Yedumano or Chatoa, and you are. But to say no, a Jumano can be you. It is a very important yet to me for a champion idea we almost had. They say that to offer. Parliament, me how you imagine a parliament. Parliamentarians, when you say, oh, you know, NDC, oh, you know, champion, you are bonny to follow enough Baku. No much for the parliament, and the national and the debate. I can best for the MPP, Magana, or parliament, but they are just sitting there. They have forgot to say, people who voted for them, no, we are suffering. And yet I used to say, do this for us. But no commercial suit because they don't care, because they are taking pay. And until this is the time, Ghana have to get up. Now, demonstration against not even the MPP, against our parliamentarians. No one who said they are not there for their rich. Some rich. This is where about MPP and demonstrate against our parliamentarians. Because we only hear, is they are feeling and you stand out Papa way and nobody in parliament. The MP arranging the team for and then demonstration of parliament house name. You see that they are not even using their head because they knew what these people are coming to do. Okay, never not demonstration for honor. It will be like a surprise one. But too late. They should get up and do something because with the Ghana economy, just say a it's a wicked president.
Thank you very much.
They are coming to really do more. Thank you, Medasi baby.
All right, that's it. Okay. So I think we've done enough. It's 6:02. I'm not picking any more calls. I've ended the call. It's a problem. It's big. When you hear teachers calling in and saying, say, I'm a teacher, but I am doing Indomie at the same time, then you have to understand, say, sorry, a public sector worker, and I say, we're a civil servant. Now your catcher will say, will be to say, Mr. Adet, to make a say, you people don't even deserve 4% increment. Nah, yet to cronim, Ubia and Kamwasem, Mr. Adet, no. It's tough. Let's end this here. Thank you very much for being part of today's show. Tomorrow I will be here to talk about Ghana. My name is Kevin Ekobedu Taylor. It's been a wonderful show. It's been a wonderful day. If you're still watching Loud Silence TV, after this show, you can watch Saforo's the wrap up. That's Saforo. He'll be coming right after me. Thank you very much for being part of today's show. It's been good. We are messengers who are ready and willing to speak truth to power. My name is Kevin Ekobedu Taylor. My producers are called the Ghost Team. Be good. I love you, and I know you guys love me back. Let us stay focused, and we will get to the last cent. This is With All Due Respect Extended Version.